Hey, movie lovers. You can enjoy Real Nerds Podcast in many ways. You can go to our website, realnerdspodcast.com. There you'll find articles and the podcast. You can go to our YouTube channel, and you will see the Real Nerds Pod Show. We're also on Blue Sky. Hey, did you know Facebook is still a thing for people? Yep, we're on there too. We are also on Threads. There are many ways to interact with us. All our film adventures are posted on Instagram. If you have a social media account, you can find the Real Nerds Podcast.
Here we go again, it's our Filmsplosion, a movie countdown of real devotion. It could get long, so bring your ibuprofen. I'm telling you all, it's a Filmsplosion. What's got the best acting? What's got the best direction? The cream of the crop, here's our selection. From comedy to drama, even blaxploitation. I'm telling you all, it's a Filmsplosion. I'm telling you all, it's a Filmsplosion! Filmsplosion!
Another year of film watching has come to an end. Welcome to Filmsplosion 2025, Real Nerds Podcast's annual look back at the year that was movies, where we pick our 10 favorite movies. Joining me, as always, is...
Brad, number 1.
And sometimes by...
Zach, number 2?
And even less by...
Corinne, number 3.
Or 4. I mean, that's really 1, 3, 7, 10.
I think
zero over here.
Ryan, did you have a stroke and are just saying random numbers now?
Maybe.
I had a stroke from watching so many movies this year.
Man.
215, I think I got to.
I just read a book on Cary Grant, and they were talking about how he died.
Oh, shit.
From watching movies?
Yes. No, he died of a stroke.
Last movie was Back to the Future.
Iowa. And he wasn't feeling well. He was doing one of his evenings with Cary Grant. Mm-hmm. And his wife says, you should really go see a doctor. And he says, nah, I'm not going to do that. And so he went back to his hotel room, and it got worse and worse. And then the doctor came and says, man, you probably should go see a doctor. I think you're having a stroke. He says, oh, poppycock. And then he died.
Did he really say, oh, poppycock?
His final words was poppycock?
No, his final words...
Poppycock.
Actually, his final words are really sweet. He said...
I'm having a stroke.
He said... he said, Barbara, darling, don't worry. And then he passed away.
That was the worst thing to say. She had every reason to worry.
Yeah, and she did. She kept on trying to get him to go, but I mean, if you're still in the right state of mind, you don't have to refuse medical care.
Yeah.
And I mean, 86. That's a good run.
Yeah.
I mean, what's worse, Cary Grant dying or Cary Grant dying in Davenport, Iowa, of all places?
Well,
damn, burn Iowa.
So
We're coming after you, Iowa.
Here's some Cary Grant knowledge for you guys. As you can see, I have all 8 of my Cary Grant books right there.
Yes.
You can read?
I do. I read all the time. I read all the time. Me feel English? That's impossible. But he purposely would choose small colleges like that so people could see him, and he would talk to the students, and he would donate the money he made to charity, and he would only go if they had some canceled lecture. So he would have them kind of planned out, but he would only go if, say, I don't know, someone's supposed to do a lecture, and he'd go there because they canceled. And a ticket was only $10, and the money went to charity.
Nice.
$10 in that time, though, it's probably kind of expensive.
$10 then is
It
what
might be like
now?
50 now.
Movie tickets like $4.
Yeah, but he still donated to charity. I mean, he was incredibly wealthy. He, towards the end of his film career, he actually bought all the films. So when they were shown on TV, he made money from them. And he was also a consultant for Fabergé. And
can you imagine though being a science major and your college is finally going to have Stephen Hawking and he has to fucking cancel? So they say, so instead we give you Cary Grant. Like they're the only people who would not want to be seeing Cary Grant right now.
There's a great bonus feature, totally off topic, on Bringing Up Baby, where he's being interviewed about, and it's from An Evening with Cary Grant.
Yep.
It's wonderful because he talks about where that Judy came from, and it's not a real thing. It's from Some Like It Hot. Anyways, so we have 10 films.
All of them starring Cary Grant.
I wish.
That would be awesome.
Tron Ares starring Cary Grant.
Filmsplosion Cary Grant edition.
We've taken all of this year's movies and inserted Cary Grant into the trailers.
It's called the sequel to Dead Man Wear Plaid. Anyways,
By the way, this episode is sponsored by OpenAI.
what we do is Brad has received our lists. He has put it in a way on a Blu-ray where we're gonna, in the most optimal way possible for the countdown, starting from 10 to 1, how all lists should start. And we'll play the trailer of each film in case you missed it or don't know what we're talking about. You know, there could be an Enter the Void in one of our lists.
God, no.
And but again, I always stress this isn't critics list. This is our list. Sometimes critics' favorites show up on it, but I always base my list on rewatchability and how much fun I had going to them, or what emotion am I feeling as I'm watching. Is it sad? You know, Ludo, sad. If that's what matters to me. I don't know, Corinne, what is the basis for your list? That it's anime?
No, it was just movies that I liked this year, and a lot of them have stories, fun theater experiences associated with them as well. So I'm excited to tell you guys about that.
Zach, how do movies end up on your list?
This year I don't fucking know. I will say that this was the first year that I went to like more than 20 films since the pandemic inside of a theater, so this list was harder to make. But I will say it really helps if your film happens to have animated characters. I'll put it that way. Specifically this year, not like from other years, but because nobody's going to put Jack Benny in anything, so I'm fucking kind of like lost in the weeds here.
Well, the big news from you is Kino Lorber is going to put out Jack Benny stuff.
Yes, by the way, if you are listening to this and you care about my mental health, you will buy Man About Town and Artists and Models double feature from Kino Lorber, manufacturing sale price at $29.99. I don't know.
2 movies for $29, which will probably drop to $24, $22. That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah.
Are you doing commentaries on them?
No, I wish.
Speaking of working on stuff, you got to do some Dick Van Dyke stuff, and your boys over here.
Yeah.
We're the Dick Van Dyke.
Dude, okay, so I could talk.
Dickaroos. I don't know what you call us.
The Dickaroos.
That's
Dick Van Dyke.
When you guys get together to watch episodes, you touch Dickaroos. That's how it works. Yeah,
we eat Dunkaroos and we watch Dickaroos.
We touch Dickaroos. Yeah,
really?
Yeah. But they're more like a specialty, like novelty item. They're not like in the regular aisle, are they?
Yeah, no, it's like a limited
type
thing.
Yeah, no. I could talk about that thing now. So I work for a nonprofit called SPURDVAC, the Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Radio, Drama, Variety, and Comedy. Basically, we're saving old-time radio materials and trying to encourage audio arts. I got connected with the director of that American Masters piece through another party. They were asking he wanted to know if we had Dick's wedding that he had on the radio with his first wife on the Bride and Groom show. So I asked around. The likelihood is that if it's anywhere, it's with Dick or his first wife. So we're not going to find it right now. But we had copies of the show itself with different people getting married in very high quality. So I provided them that material, and that's how I got the credit on it.
Very cool. Good job.
Yeah. That's the director on it, by the way. He's a sweetheart. He was fantastic to talk with. He also did the American Masters on Bob Hope, which is probably one of the greatest dissections of Bob Hope I've ever seen, because it's the one that has Dick Cavett getting completely honest and saying Dolores, his wife, deserved a medal for putting up with Bob's Olympic level philandering around his wife. So yeah, no, it was really cool. it was even cooler to watch it with my girlfriend because she knew who Dick Van Dyke was. She didn't realize how much Dick Van Dyke does for other people.
Oh yeah.
Like when that section of the documentary from Diagnosis Murder On, like had her in tears. Yeah.
And you can find that on Amazon Prime. You can stream
Yes,
that.
you can. Yeah.
So yeah, you see our boy Zach, and maybe one day the Dickaroos will have their own fan club.
Yeah. Does
Yep.
he need people who've just watched a bunch of episodes?
Hey, you can listen to our favorite episodes on our favorite episodes of Dick Van Dyke, where we celebrate his 100th anniversary because we love DVD.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely dropped that on his birthday. We did.
Yeah.
I really wish somebody would reissue the Blu-ray of the complete series because
Yeah,
that
they
thing's
should.
fucking
Or you could
expensive.
just jump on it like I did. But I will say it's one of my favorite episodes we've done in a long time because Brad and I do love Dick Van Dyke, and
You love Dick?
I do.
You like Vans?
I do.
Okay.
Did you listen to the clips and everything?
I have.
Yeah.
It's a good job. Did that one take a long time to put
Yeah.
together? I was going to say. That's when we recorded it 2 days before his birthday, and you said what you were going to do. I said, I don't think you're going to make it.
No. Well, there was another snafu that happened that delayed it too. So,
No.
yeah.
That's all right.
I will tell you now when I got around to watching the doc, by the way, I think it was like the day after Rob Reiner was killed. And seeing footage of Rob talking with Richie, like knowing what that's supposed to be, like I just lost it. I could not. I had to pause it and walk around the room to feel better.
Yep.
Shit sucked.
Bad stuff.
Way to bring everything down right before our triumphant return.
There's only one way to go, but up.
Brad, how do films end up on your list? Because of all the people, and I've asked you this before, you're the biggest chameleon when it comes to what you like.
You can't figure me out,
I
can you?
can't. Because you'll put like shitty movies like Father's Day. What's the one?
Yeah, I think you got it.
Yeah, Father's Day, and I understand the appeal. I mean, obviously they have their fans, so I've always tried to unlock your Pandora's box on what speaks to you in film.
Especially if you saw 200 plus movies this year in the theater.
Yeah. No, this is hard this year because I don't know. I think I gave 5 stars to maybe 2 films and then 4 to a handful of others, but most of those 200 films are 3 stars or below. So trying to fill like the bottom half of my list was really just like, I like this one. I like this one. I don't know how to separate them. It was really hard to pick like which of those other decent movies can fill those spots. The mental gymnastics of like, well, like there's gonna be one on here that's like, well, it's not really even this year.
No,
in a way, but
I doubt you would do that again.
but one of my rules is like my lists usually don't have streaming movies, and they're movies that I saw in the theater. So
I know you go to a lot of those emerging filmmaker projects. Did those count toward your numbers?
no, well, those
Unless they're his.
yeah, if it's a 40-hour film that I made, for sure, it's definitely on the list.
But I'm in terms of like the 200 plus you saw in the theater.
Yeah, that's all in the theater.
So that's like actual like movies, not just emerging filmmaker movies.
The Oscar shorts counts as a movie, so that's like the only short stuff that's on the list. It's a collection of shorts.
But most of those things
in the theater.
Most of the things from EFP may not have like an IMDb entry, let alone a letterbox entry.
Right. And those are like, they're emerging. They're not like some of them are professional films, but technically they're like indie DIY films. So it's not like a polished film necessarily. A lot of people come to EFP thinking that like I'm done, I've made it, but it's called the Emerging Filmmakers Project. So it's there as a resource for you to get feedback on how to do what you're doing better.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't recognize that, but that's technically what it is. So I'm not going to put that on my list.
Cool. So Brad has optimized the order of this, hopefully. And
Yeah, the best I could.
Our theme is obviously Tron Ares, which works real well. I was looking at this background, and you could have an Easter egg on the disc that's held on the bike. You just move the arrow up there, and
Oh, you mean like the little
like up here.
menu button?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and he's
Okay.
holding the little disc too, so that could be an Easter
Yeah.
egg. I don't know.
He's holding the
Whatever.
Triforce.
But what would the Easter egg be? Like other trailers?
I don't know. I still think the greatest, I always say this, my favorite Easter egg ever on any DVD Blu-ray that's ever is in Mission Impossible 2. If you move the arrow in a certain sequence, you could open up the MTV Movie Awards where Ben Stiller is Tom Cruise's stunt double, and he changed his name to Tom Cruise, but it's Crooze, and it's brilliant. And they have who's the director of MI2?
John Woo.
John Woo. He has my favorite line in it. He says, "Yeah, I mean, Tom does most of his own stunts, but we make good use of the other Tom." And so he's about to get punched. They go cut, and then they have Ben Stiller come in, and then he goes action. And he's getting punched, and it cuts back to John Woo. And he says, "Harder." It's awesome. I love that little Easter egg. That's my favorite Easter egg on any Blu-ray.
Sweet.
From 2001.
Yeah, I don't know what Easter eggs we would do because we have so many films to just get through.
Yeah. Oh, let's do it then. Corinne, we're going to start off with you.
For some reason.
I'm guessing this is some fucking anime.
No, it's not. This is an Apple TV project about a failing sports team in Europe who hires an relatively unknown American to come over and help them win games, and then he does, and then, also instills the new team members with his unique way of thinking and helps them to become better before leaving them to do other things.
I don't remember there being a Ted Lasso movie.
So you like straight talk?
Straight as an arrow. No sugar.
Why are you here, Sonny? When you look in the mirror, you see this rough and tumble, old school cowboy. Doesn't take orders, goes his own way, huh? A lone wolf. Well, I've news for you. Formula One is a team sport. It always was. Listen, let's get this straight. We all lose our jobs if you can't pull off a miracle.
No pressure. None.
The only question here is, why did Sonny Hayes come back to F1?
I think it's really wonderful that Apex are giving second chances to the elderly.
It's all right. You're just worried I'm quicker than you.
You're making a mistake thinking that I'm just going to be some grateful kid who'll bend the knee to an old timer.
I never should have pulled you into this.
Down the inside, contact!
That's the other driver. You say he was old. He not that old. That's a handsome man right there.
What's he doing?
Plan C, be ready. Just gotta hope for some lucky breaks.
Hope it's not a strategy.
Anything else, Professor?
Try fast. Ever seen a miracle?
Not yet. How do you think I'd feel if you die on the track?
3 laps. 3 laps is a lifetime.
So my number 10 is F1, the movie. Yeah, it is definitely flawed. I'm not saying it's perfect, but even just watching the trailer now gave me chills, because I'm sad I didn't get to see this in the theater, but I did watch it.
Fuck.
I know. I watched it with my family when I was home for Christmas, and my dad has this like giant 90-inch TV with all the surround sound and stuff.
The trailer said to watch an IMAX.
I know. It would have been great. Maybe if they re-release it, I'll definitely go, but, I mean, it's definitely better to do the home movie system than it is to, like, watch it on your phone or something. But, yeah, I think it's, like, 20 or 30 minutes too long, and it is trite, especially compared to, like, last year's The Fire Inside that changed up the sports movie genre so much for me. And this one just goes back to formula, right?
One.
But I still had a lot of fun with
Back
it.
to formula.
Yeah. I still had a lot of fun with it, and I really like the guy who plays JP, and I thought his arc was better than Brad Pitt and his character, who, I mean, I was kind of hoping at the end that he would stay and he would become a mentor or a coach or something for the next generation of this team that he joins, but, you know, he decides to go do other stuff.
Spoilers!
Who cares?
I know you don't care.
Well, anyway, so yeah, F1 the movie.
Also, they get into some horrific wrecks and
Oh my
walk away
gosh.
pretty unscathed.
Okay, yeah. Okay, spoilers for the movie. But in the middle of the movie when JP crashes his car, I legitimately thought he was dead. Like, I was, you know, it's so crazy and brutal, and I'm like, there's no way he survived that. And then they're like, oh yeah, he'll be back in like 3 weeks. I'm like, what?
Yeah, the guy
I
in
know
Rush
those-
walked away with a melted face.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know that those cars are made to, you know, to sustain crashes like that and to try to keep the driver as safe as possible, but it's still insane to me. But
he's like, oh, man, my shoulder's all sore.
Yep, time
Yeah,
to get back
right.
in my $200,000 F1 car.
Yeah, give me another one.
Zach, number 10.
All right, my number 10 was very difficult, and it was hard to make a decision. So I ended up submitting a tie with the caveat that both films feature the theme of normal-looking people are the real monsters. And here it is.
My maker told his tale. And I will tell you mine. I remember pieces. Memories of different men. And I saw it. Your name. Victor Frankenstein. My creator. I demand a single grace from you. If you are not to award me love, then I will indulge in rage. Now, run.
Couldn't be happier.
It's more important than ever that you lift everyone's spirits. As only you can.
Does that do what I think it does?
No. No way.
I'm obsessulated.
The wand really sells it.
Because happy is what happens
the good.
when all your dreams come true.
It's the Wicked Witch.
You can wave that wand all you want, but you have no real power.
public figure now. People expect me to lie. Be encouraging.
You can't resist this.
Who could?
You know who could.
There's a house, and it's flying through the sky.
I'm off to see the wizard.
Bring me the broom of the Wicked Witch of the West. So I have proof that she's dead.
Stop this. It's gone too far. Alphaba. They're coming for you. Just look at me.
Not with your eyes, with theirs.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason. Here's the plan. I have no plan.
Well, I do.
Oh, thank God.
Haven't you heard? I'm the Wicked Witch of the West.
Comet pulls the morning as it passes the sun. Like a seed dropped by a skybird in the distance.
This is the work of the Wicked Witch.
Who can say if I've changed for the better? Because I knew you.
What have you done to me?
Because I knew you. Because I knew you. I have been changed. Think of what we could do together. For
For Wicked for Good, I'll just say this: like, I liked Wicked Part 1 more from a script standpoint, but Wicked for Good also manages to upend the first one in different ways. I like the darker tone. I appreciate the way that they do integrate some elements of 39 without losing the identity of its own Broadway success. Like, I really liked that Coleman Domingo just said, I'm going to do a Burt Lahr impression for 1 minute in this movie, and I'm going to succeed at it.
Not even a minute, like 10 seconds, really.
Yeah, but like, man, he did a great Burt Lahr impression, so I was satisfied with that. That Tin Man transformation sequence was a straight up horror movie, and I fucking loved it. I think at the end of the day, like, I kind of like the idea of Part 1 a little bit more as its own movie that doesn't even require a Part 2 per se. But I was very impressed with the way they handled sticking the landing for Part 2. It's very impressive. And I'm actually excited to be able to watch them as a whole unit now to see if the whole thing were to work cohesively.
I need a Wicked Whole Bloody Affair cut.
I'm down for it.
15-minute intermission between movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, by the way, the Whole Bloody Affair did not make my list, but it's really good. If you have a chance to check it out, if it's still around, check it out.
Definitely the best way to see the movie.
Yeah, exactly. And then as far as Frankenstein, I understand that people who love the novel have a lot of problems with it. What I loved about Del Toro's Frankenstein was I kind of realized that this is the movie that Carl Laemmle Jr. would have wanted to produce in 1931 if he had the money. Like, if he had Netflix fuck you money. There's like a fulfillment of that idea of what can the novel be as a film. And I think that Del Toro really like nailed adapting Mary Shelley while not losing love for Universal in the process, because it's easy to say, well, he's going to do the definitive adaptation of the book, and instead he gives us a great balance of both, where there's genuine terror in it, there's genuine discussion about the consequences of bringing life into the world, and I throw it up there because at the end of the day, I've only cried at one Frankenstein monster, and that's been Boris Karloff. And now I've got two, which is Jacob Elordi, because his performance as the monster is just astounding. It's one of my favorite performances of the year, hands down.
Yeah, eat shit, Karloff.
He literally is. He's dead.
Yeah, he is.
I also appreciate that it keeps the framing device from the novel, because most adaptations don't do that.
Mm-hmm. I also do like the cutaway where he's just like, my creator has told you his story, now I'll tell you mine. And it just cuts to the creature's story.
Yeah, I know. Brad and I talked about it. I think it's too clean. It's too shiny.
Yeah, I'm a little perplexed by some of the more like...
Which is really disappointing when you learn that he created all the sets. And then he put this... I call it the Netflix sheen on it. And the movie's good. Didn't make my list, but...
Yeah.
You know, that's where I was disappointed. Because I did like that it did... Corinne touched on it. It's the closest, I think, of the framework of Shelley's book.
Yes. Yeah. But it obviously doesn't like adhere to every single... version of that novel, and it does. To my mind, it doesn't need to.
No, you could. I mean, that novel's so dense. There's no way you even could.
I mean, it should be like a limited series if you're going to do it that way.
Yeah.
At that point, it would have been interesting to see, like, well, is Guillermo del Toro going to do a 6-episode series about Frankenstein? Because that'd be interesting too. Also, just like the idea of the like with him with the hermit in The Creature's Tale, balancing that tone of like, well, what more can we do because we're in an R-rated world now, while still maintaining the heart of that interaction.
I like that he skinned that wolf with his bare hands. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. Also, Christoph Waltz's fucking reveal and demise is nice and brutal. So yeah, Wicked for Good and Frankenstein.
Brad?
Yeah, like I said before, my number 10 could have been a whole bunch of different movies, but I settled on one that's about playing pretend.
The market here isn't the same anymore. It's half the rate, twice the work. But I got you a gig and the pay is actually pretty good.
What's my part? So, what do you think we do here?
We sell emotion.
How?
We play roles in the clients' lives. Parents, siblings, boyfriends, girlfriends, best friends, and help them connect to what's missing.
I'm just an actor. I don't know how to help people.
What I'm offering here is a chance to play roles with a real meaning.
What do you need me for?
We need a token white guy. This girl needs a father.
Hi, Mia. I'm your father.
I'm your father.
Hello, Mia. I'm your father.
I hate you.
She hates me.
It's what being a parent is. You could live in this country for 100 years, and there will still be things you won't understand.
Why do you do this?
Sometimes the story we tell ourselves becomes the truth. To her parents, you are her husband. These people look at you like they've been waiting for you their whole lives. And what you'll discover is that they stay with you.
Well, this is amazing.
It's cool, but it's fake.
You know, sometimes it's okay to pretend.
So yeah, out of all the options I had, I picked Rental Family for the number 10 slot. And yeah, it's about this actor who has moved to Japan and has kind of been relegated to doing commercials. And then this rental family company selects him to be their token white guy, top out with a couple of different cases. And yeah, it's like in addition to like being a good story, like the travelogue aspect of it, like you were mentioning the cinematography during the trailer, like it's a gorgeous like walkthrough of Japan alone. But yeah, Brendan Fraser's story, dealing with each of these different situations. The one with the old man is like devastating when you get to it. The trailer focuses on being the little girl's dad, but there's a bunch of different side stories, and even the other people in the company, like the woman and then the guy who hires them, like they do the work pretending themselves as well. And so like she has to deal with a lot of abuse from clients, and he has a great twist, and actually there's like 3 great twists in the end of the movie. They're phenomenal. So yeah, definitely something worth checking out.
Very cool.
And yeah, I felt like it didn't get seen a lot, so maybe Filmsplosion would help people find their way to it.
It sounds interesting. I'll have to keep an eye out for it at the library or something.
Yeah.
I remember that it was like, that was on my list of things I wanted to accomplish in December, but it left before I had a chance.
I think it's on Hulu right now. I think
Good.
I think it was on my launch page yesterday.
I was going to ask if it's on streaming.
Yeah, this and like Hamnet and Song Blue all have like emotionally breaking stuff that I'm like wasn't prepared for this year.
Okay.
I believe it.
Yeah, I guess kind of the same theme as Brad's. It's emotionally tough, and then also kind of touches on what Zach had as his number 10. It's a family dynamic and father and son movie. Is my number 10.
Thanks. Once you kill a man for revenge, there's no going back. A voice in your head sang over and over, "That was awesome."
Who are you?
Drebin. Detective Frank Drebin. Thanks.
Police Squad has always been the elite of the elite.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you. And you, Frank, are the best of the best.
I need a bathroom. I need this room immediately.
There's a line, man.
Police business. Oh, I'm gonna ruin another suit.
Over here, Lieutenant. I think someone murdered my brother.
Please, take a chair.
Thank you.
I'll find them. This is what I do. Says you served 20 years for man's laughter. You mean manslaughter? Must have been quite the joke.
They're going to shut down Police Squad if you do not solve this case. Do this by the book.
Show a little respect. Why? Who's gonna arrest me? Other cops?
Yes.
Is she serious?
Is he serious?
No. It seems Mr. Drebin might be more of a problem than we thought. I want you to keep an eye on him.
This oven is disgusting.
Rest assured, I won't stop until I've found justice.
What do you want, little one?
Your ass. Nobody messes with Police Squad.
We've upgraded your car with the most advanced crime-fighting tech.
Drive forward 30 feet. Pretty smooth.
Oh!
This place is falling apart.
So my number 10 and Corinne's number 9 is The Naked Gun.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. Don't call me Shirley.
Okay.
I love spoof movies, and after decades of scary movies and epic movies, I think the last great spoof movie is They Came Together. And then before that is Not Another Teen Movie. But this is brilliant for so many reasons. One, it keeps the feel of the original Naked Gun and Police Squad alive. And for these movies to work, and I've always said this is why Charlie Sheen in Hot Shots is so great, is everything they're saying is ridiculous, but they believe it. And Liam Neeson sells this like a champ. My favorite line in the whole movie is he's walking with his partner and he says, I don't want to get in a fight with City Hall. And his partner says, yeah, that's stupid. It's a building. I love lines like that. And the reveal of the snowman part is just
fucking
insane.
Because that's their version of those something tells me I'm into something good montage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I remember reading after I watched the film, the director said they had to fight to keep that in. And I'm glad
why?
they did. Because studios suck. I don't know.
It's Paramount. That
They
makes
always
sense.
want to cut out the best parts of the movie. They did that with Barbie, with the scene on the bench with the old lady.
Yeah,
They
they just
always want to cut it out.
Yeah, I like Guillermo del Toro says his test audience is Spielberg and James Cameron. I think that's a more viable someone to watch a film than yahoos like me.
Yep.
Corinne, how did it make your list? Because that one actually shocks me that it's on your list.
Yeah, this was probably my favorite theater experience of the year, or second favorite. I have another one that's on the list later, but yeah, I went with I told you guys I did over the summer. We did movie nights with some of my friends, and we all got together and saw this in the theater, and we were just laughing. And we weren't even in a full theater, but there were at least enough other people in there that we had a good crowd. So it was a lot of fun, and I did like a lot of the running jokes, like with the coffee or with him hitting things. The scene where he, the evil bad guy takes over his car and like tries to drive him into the ocean, and he has to shoot the windshield out, and then like another windshield like falls onto his car with bees and balloons stuck inside. Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous, but it's cleverer than you think it is. I rewatched it the other night, and it's actually a New Year's movie. Because they have the New Year's balls drop at the...
and it has Weird Al Yankovic in it.
That's true. But yeah, so if you ever want a New Year's movie to watch, this is one for you. But yeah, at the end where they have like the fighting arena or whatever it's called.
It's like to be in a fight? That hurts.
Yeah, they have the arena's like crypto.com or something. And then if you pause, at one point they do this wide shot of the octagon, and you look around at all the sponsors, and like NPR is on there. And they have like a whole bunch of like other made up brands that have appeared throughout the movie, but it's really funny.
Yep.
By the way, that is one of the best legacy cameos in a movie ever. Leslie Nielsen's cameo in that movie.
Oh, that's a great scene.
The actual cameo, not the picture, but the cameo. Also, we'll never know if Frank's wife could have gone pro, which is very sad. That's my favorite line in that fucking movie.
I love that stuff.
No, it's a fun time. But yeah, so that was Ryan's number 10 and my number 9, The Naked Gun.
Heck yeah. Zach?
All right. I really sucks that I have to bring The Room down again, but my number 9 is a documentary.
Die Politik ist das Gegenteil von dem, was mich mein ganzes Leben lang erfüllt hat. Das ist Kunst für mich.
Also, dass Kunst und Politik eine Wechselwirkung eingehen können, das glauben Sie nicht. Bis heute nicht.
Wenn Sie gesessen sind in Ihrer Arbeit, dann geht auch eine gewisse Ausstrahlung und Kraft von Ihnen aus, die die Leute überzeugt.
Und hat so ein Künstler dann nicht auch eine ganz besondere Verantwortung?
Also eine Widerstandskämpferin, meinen Sie, hätte ich sein sollen, aber das waren nur sehr wenige. Es ist ja viel schwerer zu sagen, wenn Sie es nicht gewusst haben, ich habe es nicht gewusst, weil man Ihnen nicht glaubt. Wir haben doch gewusst, was wir machen.
Sie hatte 22 Juden erschossen gesehen.
Nein, ist alles nicht wahr. Ich habe keine Scheußlichkeiten überhaupt gesehen.
Lassen Sie sich von diesen Schweinen nicht unterkriegen. Am Schluss wird die Gerechtigkeit siegen.
Ihre ganze Haltung hat uns sehr, sehr imponiert.
Wenn man Goebbels Tagebücher liest, hat man den Eindruck, dass sie bei Hitler und bei ihm zu Hause ein- und ausgingen wie gute Bekannte.
Das stimmt nicht. Das wollen wir abbrechen, denn das stimmt nicht.
Das war aber nicht
Glauben Sie,
ganz
vor
wahr.
der Kamera werde ich Ihnen das sagen? Da mache ich überhaupt nicht mehr mit.
Ich kann Ihnen das ja
Das geht
zeigen.
nicht. Das ist ja
Ich kann
unglaublich.
es Ihnen zeigen.
Und dann werden wir wieder zur Moral und Sitte zurück.
Ja, und das deutsche Volk hat ja die Anlage dafür.
What's that?
If it did the movie clips thing, it's like genocide. Sad.
You like this, you also like genocide.
Thank God. that doesn't happen. Yeah, my number 9 is Riefenstahl.
Wow, thanks for that trailer, Zach. I was watching, like, what is this about? And she watched 21 Jews killed. I go, great.
Yeah, so this is a documentary covering Leni Riefenstahl, the director of Triumph of the Will, a noted propaganda filmmaker from Nazi Germany. The general, it seems to me, and I know that I'm not a full expert on this, but it seems to me that Leni Riefenstahl got a bit of a pass. And a lot of people were very quick to believe that she wasn't necessarily into the whole Nazi ideology and that she was just, assigned films to do by the Nazi regime. What this film does is break down that idea and goes into Riefenstahl's past and her then present, in where she was really working to kind of rehabilitate her image a little bit. From that contains the footage of interviews where she says we need to cut, they don't cut. She starts talking about how she doesn't want this part of her narrative to be a central focus of the interview that's going on. There are stories that I did not know about Riefenstahl, and for pretext, I've never really given a shit about Leni Riefenstahl. To me, if you made Triumph of the Will, you're not gonna. I have no sympathy for you. So learning more about not just that film, but specifically films she made after, and how movie extras were used in the form of villagers who were then later slaughtered by the Nazis, and she knew this, is pretty fucking shocking stuff to see. And I think it's kind of one of those films that took me aback, and it would encourage people who are into film history to check this film out, because I think it was Lewis Black who said this, the good die young and pricks live forever. And this woman, to my mind, didn't deserve to scuba dive into her fucking 90s. She should have been thrown in jail. And there's actually a lot of moments in this, though, at the same time, that nuancely discuss the power that she held as a female filmmaker at that time. So I'm interested in that duality. And at the end of the day, nothing about this film is going to convince you that Leni Riefenstahl should have not been put up on trial and convicted the same way that others in Nuremberg will. But it is balanced and an approach. It's just that, unfortunately, Leni Riefenstahl, for her, there are things that are brought to light that she kind of digs her own hole in the process of it. It's fascinating stuff. So yeah, if you can stomach it within your comfort zone, this is a very powerful and worthy documentary. And also, if you go to watch it, you're supporting Kino Lorber, because this was one of their theatrical releases from last year. So yeah, number 9, Riefenstahl. I promise it is not depressing from here on out.
Brad?
Yeah, there was kind of a lull in the year where a lot of stuff came out and I thought it was okay. And then this next one, I finally leaned in, and I was surprised at how much I was surprised by this movie.
What I'm doing here is I'm creating a closed circuit. Very important to keep your cap shunted like this so you don't accidentally detonate your charge.
Don't stop. I want you to create a show. This is an announcement on revolution. The message is clear.
I'll be seeing you very soon.
Not if I see you first.
For bringing justice to the vigilante group known as the French 75, we are here to award Stephen Lockjaw with the Medal of Honor.
You have to understand, Willa.
Me and Mom used to run around and do some real bad shit. They got hurt. Now they're coming after us. I'm sorry.
I didn't ask for this. That's just how the cards were rolled out for me.
It's not cards. You don't roll cards. It's dice.
Dad, what is wrong with you?
You're right.
Let's go. I got a tunnel.
Oh, what's going on?
I need a weapon, man. All you got is goddamn nunchucks here. You know where I can get a gun?
wanted to protect you from all your mom's stuff, from all my stuff, even though I know that's impossible.
Guess this is the end of the line.
Not for you. Whoa, who's this?
Oh, they're just my friends.
Now, is that a he or a she or a they?
It's not that hard. They, them.
Okay, I just want to be polite.
Keep running, jumping the aqueducts, fire hydrants and hazardous smoke alarms on the back of us. But mama, don't cry for me, rap for me, try for me, live for me, breathe for me, sing for me.
Yo, say it. Say it, baby.
Love you, Bob.
Love you too.
You know what freedom is? No fear. Just like Tom Cruise.
So yeah, I put One Battle After Another in my 9 slot. Story of the dude from The Big Lebowski goes on an adventure. Just kidding. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio is a former, I don't know, political activist.
Yeah. Terrorist.
Trying to help migrants trapped in the border, and then he falls in love with another one from the team, and she gets pregnant and then leaves him behind with a daughter, and then for the next 18 years or so has to raise her, and then between that time, this guy Colonel Lockjaw gets obsessed with tracking them down, and he starts out as just like another border security guy, and then years later he's trying to become ingratiated with this group of people called the Christmas Adventurers.
Hail Santa.
Hail Santa. So yeah, he despite his love for black women, he's a hypocrite, and he joins this quest to pick up the rest of the French 75 and track them all down, and it's just a fun adventure, I think, and the whole finale with the cars and the way it's shot, and just like the quiet dread of like going up and down those hills, and then the crash at the end is just like I felt like I hadn't seen anything like that for like a chase sequence before in movies. Yeah. So finally something inventive for someone who watches like 200 movies in the theater a year. Actually ended up seeing twice in theaters.
Yep.
Nice.
Very it's funnier than I thought it was going to be.
Right, yeah, too. When he falls off the building.
Oh,
yeah.
Classic.
Oh, yeah.
It shows up later on my list, but yeah, it's
I'm just sitting there going like in my head, parkour.
This next one is I'm sure I just ruined Brad's list, but this is one of the coolest movies of the year.
Since time began, man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered, am I alone? So much talk of AI and big tech today. Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like? When will we get there? Well, folks, we're not going there. They are coming here. I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier. He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent. And if he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
You think you're in control of this? You're not. What are you?
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
functioning program who wants to live. Why is that?
It's just a feeling.
Fascinating.
Yeah. If you couldn't get from the soundtrack, Tron Ares is number 9 for me. Like I said when I reviewed it the first time, the movie's just really cool. When I see stuff like this, I think as an artist how fun it would be to work on this film. You're literally creating stuff and you're making it neon lights and how they move in the world, and when you go to the video game world and you get to just create stuff. Yeah, it's just really fun. It's one of those movies that when I saw the trailer, I mean the trailer's cool, but I didn't know if I would enjoy it like I enjoyed it in the theater. But when I watch it and the movie seems like it's short, but it's not, because you're just entertained the whole time as you watch it. That's what I look for. The story isn't anything great. That's why it's not higher on my list. But if you want to watch a cool movie that has an incredible soundtrack, that looks amazing, and has my favorite actor, Jared Leto, in it.
If he's your favorite actor, we need to reevaluate our friendship with you.
So why don't you like Jared Leto?
Because he's a piece of shit.
Why?
Because he is terrible to his co-stars, and he's just...
I mean, that's
like not even a good actor, I don't think.
You won an Oscar.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I mean,
Crash also won an Oscar, and it's a terrible film.
He sent used condoms to Viola Davis. I don't think I really give a shit about him.
Is that the most heinous thing that Hollywood people have done to each other, though?
No, unfortunately.
Fair.
Doesn't mean
I mean, he was technically the Joker for like 6 months of his life, so... Yeah, I mean, whatever. As long as he doesn't, beat women or kids or dogs, I mean, whatever.
Or play Morbius.
No, Morbius is great.
I mean, even
it's your favorite Marvel movie, isn't it?
Actually, when I was at Walmart today, and I was looking in their movies section, I forgot Morbius came out.
Yep.
And then right below it was Craven, and they're both on DVD. And I was always like, who buys DVDs? And then I read an article on, was it Variety, that DVDs sell tons still because older people still get DVDs.
Mm-hmm. And they're way cheaper than Blu-rays.
Yeah, there's a reason. Because they don't look anywhere near or sound as good. But if that's all you can afford, as long as you support movies, cool. But this movie is awesome. The soundtrack's awesome. I love when she gets back into the real world. And what's the name of the general? I always forget her name.
Athena?
Yeah, Athena. I love the scene where she's knocked off the bike and starts running up the parking structure.
Terminator style.
Yeah, it's awesome. Movie's just fucking cool.
So I was rewatching Clueless the other night, and one of the characters says something to the effect of, I should stop giving my mom such a hard time about listening to Leonard Skinner because that's how my kids are going to feel about 9 Inch Nails.
Did you ever think there'd be a world where 9 Inch Nails would be in a Disney movie?
And Oscar winners?
They did the Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem score.
Yeah, they do a lot of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been that. My wife loves them. I'm not. I'm like, whatever. But I mean, stuff like this is awesome. The girl with the dragon tattoo is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just Trent Reznor, but I mean, it's still...
And Atticus Ross.
They had big shoes to fill after the Daft Punk score in the Tron Legacy. I mean, the soundtrack of that movie was one of the reasons that it did so well.
Yeah, that soundtrack is fucking wonderful.
So, props to 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, no,
Sounds like they nailed it.
Boo, boo, boo.
Skip return.
Zach, you're number 8. Corinne, you're number 8.
My number 8 is the third installment of a very delightful film series.
Thank you for using PhotoMe.
Oh, not at all. Thank you for having me.
Make sure your face is within the red circle.
There's a letter from Peru.
Dear Paddington, to your Aunt Lucy. She's gone, and we have no idea where she is.
She raised me when I was orphaned as a cub.
If you ever get lost, just roar.
I know I can find her.
It's not as if we can drop everything and fly to Peru.
To inflate your life, Jackie.
I didn't mean now, Paddington. Welcome to Peru.
Your aunt seems to have set off into the dangerous jungle.
Aunt Lucy would never give up on me. We have to find her.
But the Amazon is quite... large.
Excuse me, sir. Is this boat for hire?
It is your lucky day.
This family stays together. We'll find her, Paddington.
This way. Thank you. Just round this corner. Never touch this plant.
What are you, bear?
Aunt Lucy always says you can take the bear out of the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out of the bear. Oh. That was close. It's called a hard stare, Mr. Hunter. And it's for when people have forgotten their manners.
So yeah, my number 8 is Paddington in Peru, or Paddington 3 in my head.
That's the only Paddington movie I've seen.
Really? That's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
I like 2
Ryan.
better.
Ryan, come on.
Hey, I just have a soft spot for orange marmalade. I don't like how much he eats of it.
Yeah, I still like the second one better. I'd say this one is on par with the first one, maybe a little under. I don't know, like, so much of the plot feels derivative of that Jungle Cruise movie that came out a couple years ago, and I know that Paddington has been around before that, but still, it's like, oh, we're doing another, like, boat trip up the Amazon kind of thing. But they do have a lot of fun running gags with the villains. The one where Antonio Banderas keeps, like, playing all of his ancestors is really funny. And just, you know, the cast is charming, and, you know, Paddington obviously is very delightful. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a cute movie. I will say, I mean, haven't seen it. I mean, it's delightful. I mean, it's obviously not on my list, but it's still, like, it's a cute movie.
I'm shocked you haven't watched the first two. They're so delightful.
The second one was on Netflix, but I think it just fell off. Sad.
It's Hugh Grant's Oscar neglected comeback.
It really was. No,
So you like Hugh Grant?
What?
I mean, he fucked a hooker and did a bunch of drugs. So
he's in this one too.
Oh yeah, he does have a brief cameo there at the end, but
see, I'm willing to forgive Hugh Grant.
No. But I also saw this in the theaters. I know I saw it like late. It was like a couple weeks after it had been out. But I went to the South Glen Theater and I had the whole theater to myself. It was great.
Great.
Yeah. Big old comfy chairs. Just a little party with Paddington. So yeah, my number 8 is Paddington in Peru.
Nice. Ryan, I just realized. Do you just like actors with the last name Grant?
Oh yeah. I mean, it goes Carrie and then Hugh for me. Notting Hill, classic. Nice. I think I've seen 2 Hugh Grant movies.
Wonderful.
And one was Paddington in Peru.
And the other one was Wrath of Man.
Yes.
Is he in Wrath of Man? I don't remember.
You saw Heretic, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I guess he's just whatever to me.
Okay.
Zach, number 8.
All right. My number 8 was a delightful Hitchcockian level spy caper, and here it is.
Where are you off to?
Black bag.
Right. You asked how it works. To be with someone in this business, this is how. You each know what you know, and you know what you'll do, and you never discuss certain things again. watch her, I assume she watches me. I would do anything for you.
Would you?
Yes.
If a situation presents itself, would you choose your marriage over everything else?
My devotion to my marriage is my professional weakness. Love you.
You got a breach. What did you do?
One of our people stole something.
Something extremely valuable.
You cannot imagine the damage. Find the leak.
How long do you think you'll need?
Give me 2 weeks.
Thousands of innocent people will die.
Okay, 1 week. Who's the suspect?
Your wife.
I can feel when you're watching me.
Sorry.
I like it.
When you can lie about everything, when you can deny everything, how do you tell the truth about anything?
I need a satellite redirect, but this has to be unofficial.
You are one naughty husband, George.
You see, this isn't normal. The way you're doing this, just so you know.
What's on the menu?
Fun and games.
Is it true? No one can lie to you?
I don't like liars.
If it is Catherine, do you really think you can do it?
I don't know.
Maybe this is all your greatest game, George.
It's a very dangerous line of work.
I'll say.
Would you kill for me, George? Would you?
All right, so my number 8 is Black Bag, Steven Soderbergh's spy caper. Tells the story of a couple who work for, like spy agency. The wife gets accused of treason. J'accuse. Well, this isn't France; it's Britain, right? And you see
Exactly.
But yeah, she gets accused of treason, and the husband is set out to find out if it's true or not. It's really larger than that. Ryan and I were talking about it up during the trailer. It's very much a character piece, and it is an ensemble on top of that. One of the reasons that I loved it and why it's just stayed on the list this long is because I loved watching a movie play around with Hitchcockian themes without needing to copycat his visual style. Which is something that you'll see a lot with something like De Palma, for example. This film was just really good at handling like a bit of a notorious or secret agent or saboteur feel without needing to just replicate all the visual motifs that Hitchcock did in such a grand way. And everybody in the cast just nails it.
But you're right, because it's not the visual style of Hitchcock, but the suspense comes from the dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Because and just like Vertigo, you think you know where the Rear Window, you think you know where the film's going to go,
and then
it kind of doesn't go that way.
No, it definitely upends you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't provide an easy answer. But what it does do very well is kind of set up a potential bomb under the table that you are aware exists. And it sort of comes within the aspect of the wife, but then it just evolves into something grander. And there's a final scene at a dinner table that does have the bomb under the table quality, and it plays out the suspense all the same that Hitchcock would have done, and just feeling very confident of itself. And it's Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah.
Like, he knows how to make a good fucking movie.
And it's literally just every person telling their story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But each person ramps up what's happening, and it's brilliant. And all the actors are incredible in the film.
Yeah, I'll say, like, I know there's been a bit of a Pierce Brosnan's renaissance. This is my favorite film he's done within the last couple of years of that renaissance. Like,
down.
He's fantastic in it.
He was in the Thursday Murder Club, which almost
I
made
still
my
haven't seen
list.
that yet.
Yeah, it was a decent Netflix movie.
Nice, right on.
But yeah, you guys were talking about it during the trailer, and you sold me on it, so I'll have to find this movie and watch
like it.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Report back.
But yeah, number 8, Black Bag.
Brad.
My number 8 is just pure nostalgia bait, so that's clearly why it's on here.
You got to get your passport ready.
Okay, what are you thinking?
We're gonna need to change that hair before we take the photo.
I think we do a wig. It's good, right?
You got to be kidding me.
This is a panty dropper.
Oh my God.
I'm not a bad guy.
Good morning, T.
I just made some bad choices.
You gotta help me, man.
You sound crazy. Find a safe place to hide for a few months.
I would like to introduce you to someone. Would you like to go out with me?
Yes, I would very much, really very much like to go out on a date with you.
Police believe the roof man may still be in the area.
What the? Oh my God! You can't expect me to go on Christmas, right? I mean, can't I just stay at Ohio? I have a plan.
I like you. Just need to slow it down a little bit, okay?
I need you to take the ink bottom out. Oops. You got to cover your tracks. Any messes you made.
Whatever you did, you can quit.
I can fix this. I'm gonna push it just a little bit.
Okay. All right.
You guys okay? Mother? Yeah?
Yeah, so my number 8 is Roof Man, which, I miss Toys R Us, and 80% of that movie is set in it.
You also missed the time you robbed it.
Yeah.
Here, maybe this will make you miss it more. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with, from trucks to games. No, I fucked it
Trains
up.
to video games.
It's the biggest toy store there is.
I don't want to grow up, because if I did, I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid.
Amazing. Amazing.
And scene.
Look at these Gen Zers
Man,
here.
that sounded so good, too.
You fucking old
We're
fucks.
millennials.
Oh, no, I'm
Take
super
that
old.
trash out of your mouth.
I used to go to Toys R Us to get my Nintendo games, and you had to take the card out, and you take it to the front, and they'd scan it, then they'd give you Super Mario Brothers 3.
So Brad, did you, like Channing Tatum, hide out in a Toys R Us for many a year?
I did. This is based on the true story of the Roof Man, a down-and-out gentleman who just wants to provide for his kids.
Like the Sandman.
Yeah. He can't get a job, so he starts robbing fast food restaurants like McDonald's there. But he's like super nice to the people he robs. And then he obviously gets caught, sent to prison. He's a veteran, so he has military history. He's really good at like paying attention to the details. So that's why he's able to break into all these restaurants. But when he's in prison, he finds this really clever way to escape, and then he hides out in this Toys R Us for months. And what I love about this movie is like the detail it goes into to show you how he gets out, how he breaks into how he does the crimes, how he breaks out of prison, and how he lives in the Toys R Us. So the side story where he falls in love with Kirsten Dunst's character is kind of like secondary to my interest. But watching him, and he has to hide on the Toys R Us because his friend Lakeith Stanfield is the guy who can provide him the passport to escape the country. But he goes on a military mission and leaves him hanging, so that's why he's like stuck there. But in the meantime, Roof Man goes to church. He meets Kirsten Dunst, falls in love with her and her kids, her almost adult kids, and you're sitting there going like, this is not gonna, like, why are you even pursuing this, because clearly it can't possibly end well. But they kind of say like, people have a short memory, and so within like 6 months, like no one remembers that he's the Roof Man guy at all. So he's able to get away with this for like a long time. And yeah, and the fact that in the credits show like all the real stuff that happened at the end, and they have like an interview with Kirsten Dunst's character, and he's like apparently escaped from prison 2 more times since then. So since this movie or whatever story. So yeah, I think it's really fun. But obviously the Toys R Us part was just like sitting there going like, oh gosh, look at the Nintendo section. And like sometimes he like pawns games from the store, and that's why he gets money to do stuff. And like what's his name? The Toxic Avenger there.
Peter
Dinklage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like doing inventory. He's like, we're missing a lot of games, like to the other employees. You don't know anything about that? Yeah. So
nice.
Anyway, yeah. A lot of fun.
Looks good.
My number 8 is also nostalgia. Nostalgialistic. I'm trying to think of a new word. It's not going to work.
Nostalgia.
It's just the word nostalgia.
Yes.
Nostalgia?
There we go.
Famous around the world, please welcome the Fantastic Four. Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch,
I love you, Johnny!
and The Thing.
Hey, what time is it? Say the thing.
That's not really something I say.
It's clobbering time.
That's just in the cartoon. Never late for Sunday dinner.
Let's eat.
Hey, what time is it?
It's dinner time. Get inside.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald Galactus.
What is that? Get us out of here, Ben! Hold on! Are we safe?
I don't know.
The clock is ticking. We are going to find a solution. We are going to make it right.
You don't want to just crush him?
I like that. The 4 of us will face the danger. We will protect you.
Family. It's about connecting to something bigger than yourself. We'll face it together. As a family.
What time is it, Ben?
No.
What time is it, Ben?
No, Johnny.
Say it!
I don't wanna!
Say it!
Number 8 for me is Fantastic Four: First Steps.
By the way, did you get to see it in Fantastic Vision?
Of course.
Okay, right on. Just checking.
Is that what they call the Big Show too? I don't know.
I don't know. It says it at the bottom, and Marvel usually tells me what the fuck's going on. They never told me about this shit.
I love the retro future feel of this film. I love the banter with the family. I love that Galactus is comic accurate in it.
Not a fart cloud this time.
Yeah. I think this movie is a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see what the Fantastic Four does next.
Oh, but the Silver Surfer is a woman. How terrible.
Yeah, women can't play interdimensional beings.
I know. And and the Silver Surfer is really cool in it. I love her introduction. It's in the trailer where she's a herald for Galactus for a reason why. And, Galactus is a bastard, and it's really cool that they just latch onto that and, embrace of who he is. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I love the retro future look of the whole film. I think this one will serve to get better as time goes by in the eyes of people, because it's just a cool movie. And Vanessa Kirby's great in it. Mm-hmm. And bonus points, my wife bawled like a baby in this movie for what Vanessa Kirby does at the end. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, everybody should see this movie. I don't care what people say.
She's like, sometimes I feel like an invisible woman because Ryan doesn't pay attention to me.
And then I say, get back up and start making me dinner.
50s style.
50 style.
By the way, the only reason it didn't make my list, Ryan, and I think you'll agree with me on this, this is set in the 60s, albeit like a future retro future, right? Mm-hmm. Why couldn't we get retro future Jack Benny into this fucking movie, Marvel?
I know.
You had every fucking chance.
You know what? Here, hang on.
Call Kevin?
Hey, Kevo. Yeah.
Kevo?
Yeah, it's right. My buddy here wants to know where Jack Benny is.
What the fuck, Feige? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, no, the world's worst violin player.
Yes, yeah, exactly. What did you need Ted Gilbert?
Okay, cool, yeah. He'll be in the next multiverse movie.
Oh, great. This will be happening never.
Yeah, I contemplated putting this on my list too, and the black hole sequence and like the chase scene, like that was so cool to see in the theater. And I appreciated that this was a truly standalone Marvel movie.
I also like that Johnny's like not like portrayed as just a jerko, like an arrogant jerk
or a Casanova.
Like he's very multifaceted in a way that Chris Evans wasn't necessarily given in those first two. He is.
He's pretty multifaceted in Wolverine Deadpool.
Yes, he is.
Remember at the end where he really said that stuff that Deadpool said he said and no one believed him?
I do remember.
One of my most favorite like tags ever.
It's got a filthier mouth than me.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like I'm genuinely serious. Like that whole approach to Johnny's character, I was like, this is just great that they're not trying to like. They're not going to pigeonhole them into like an archetype. Like they actually allow these characters to grow in some form or fashion.
Hell yeah.
And Mole Man.
Yeah, Mole Man's great in it.
He's the real hero of the fucking movie.
Corinne, number 7.
My number 7 is the highest grossing animated movie of all time.
Demon, you are my son.
Time to cut you down to size!
He's not exactly your average kid.
You must be brave and walk your own path.
We will change my destiny!
Wait! Before you leave, will you give your mama one last big hug?
Oh, come on, don't watch it.
Yeah, my number 7 is Neja 2, which, it came out, I guess, the very beginning of the year in China. I think it was like right around Chinese New Year's or something, and it just like absolutely decimated the box office. It made like $2 billion or something. I don't know. It was a lot of money, and of course, a lot of people are contesting that, like how accurate is the Chinese box office, but
global phenomenon, except U.S.
Right.
It's like virtually nothing.
Right, but I heard about it through the grapevine of like, it was just making ripples on the headlines and stuff of like, hey, this is now the highest grossing animated movie of all time. And I'm like, what is this movie? I feel like I have to see it. And I found Neja 1, I think it was like on YouTube for free, and it is English dubbed. And then when they re-released this, I want to say like around Labor Day in the US with the English dub available, I went and saw it. And I kind of kicked myself for not seeing the original like Mandarin dub or Mandarin with English subtitles, but the English dub was still a good experience, and just seeing this movie is insane. I think I sent you guys a Showtime about it, but it picks up pretty much right where the first movie leaves off. But it goes through like a fun story until you get to the last third, and then it just launches into this epic, like huge, like Lord of the Rings, scale battle. And I talked about like the like city-sized cauldron that is in this final set piece, and the different, I think you see it in the trailer of, the dragons and the cool tree that they make on top of the cauldron and all the giant heavenly armies that are fighting. So it is really just an absolute spectacle, and it's a really good movie too. Just like the character growth with Neja and Al Bing and their family, and again, Al Bing's dad, he can get it. So yeah, Neja too. I recommend that people check it out, either in the original with English subtitles or with English dub. I think either one is fine.
Sure. All those words you said, I don't understand.
Well, then you should see Neja and Neja 2.
I'm good. The trailer, every time I launch something on HBO Max.
And this wasn't even the trailer that I saw. I saw the English subtitle trailer, which I think is way better. Like, there's this sequence where it just kind of, like, the audio just kind of cuts out for a split second, and then, like, it just crescendos again when it matches this really cool cut of, like, the guy slicing into the other dimension. Yeah, you'd have to see it, but it's really cool.
Yeah, on HBO Max, I was watching Hard Knocks, and then I watched the next episode, and it's always, stay away from my family! And that's how it starts. I'm like, God damn it. Zach, number 7?
My number 7 is the Magnolia of horror movies.
I just want to say how very sorry I am for...
She should be locked up until she tells us what happened.
The truth is that I want an answer just as bad as all of you.
We're talking about 17 kids in one classroom. I want to know what happened in that classroom. Why just her classroom? Why only her?
They are our children.
I love those kids.
This is a true story that happened right here in my town. A lot of people die in a lot of really weird ways in this story, but you're not going to find it in the news.
Those kids walked out of those homes. No one pulled them out. No one forced them. What do you see that I don't?
Show me. Where did you go?
There's something very, very wrong going on.
What am I looking at?
Leave the investigating to the investigators.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Are you watching? Are you watching? Are you watching? Are you watching?
So yeah, my number 7 is Weapons. I'm late to the Zach Krieger bandwagon because I didn't watch Barbarian in theaters. I did watch it though prior to going to see this,
Barbarian
and I was
great.
Yeah, and I had fun with Barbarian. I like this movie way better.
I heard they're gearing that up for Criterion.
What?
Yeah, Barbarian.
Are you fucking joking?
No, because it doesn't have a physical release. Can you believe that?
Shit. I mean, I would have expected Scream Factory before.
Yeah, no doubt. But I'm stoked.
Wow. Anywho, though. So yeah, like I saw Barbarian, I enjoyed it. I probably wasn't as high on it as everybody else, but it was really good. Like one of those amazing, like good twists and turns of a movie. I love this movie's balance of all the characters.
Yeah.
And I kind of joked about it with the Magnolia of horror films from the top, but it does kind of operate in that perspective. The whole concept of this movie centered around like a very like unsolvable mystery of where did all these children disappear to at 2 a.m, and how that disappearance affects various different members of not just that school where the children went to, but the community period. Like when they start going into Alden Ehrenreich's cop story and then the junkie story,
even her the teacher story about who she is. Is sad.
It's sad. Yeah, it's sad and it's extremely complicated. I will say to you, like, I've enjoyed Josh Brolin in a lot of movies, but I don't think I'd ever felt as much of a reaction to a Josh Brolin performance like I did here since No Country for Old Men and Milk. Like, he was really, like, it's one of my favorite performances of the year is from him. playing this very aggrieved father and just trying to suss out what happened. It's kind of miraculous. It's a movie that I really hope people go into without spoiling it for themselves, because Barbarian plays into commentary on certain pop culture or news items.
Would be better for Corinne.
Yep. Fuck no, don't do Barbarian, Corinne. No.
It's just a home invasion movie. There's a Skarsgård in it. He makes it, right? He makes it.
Anywho, I was going to go into Lou Costello mode for it. But this
that works really well on a podcast.
It does.
For those listening at home, I was Costello being almost grabbed by Dracula in Frankenstein. Abbott Costello made Frankenstein,
and I was Bud Abbott going, "Well, you're being ridiculous. Now let's get back over here, Wilbur." But anywho, no, it's just miraculous. The reveal of this film being not so much a commentary of the moment and being more of an actual mythology of like some kind of like really well constructed horror mythology is really fascinating to me. Like there are commentaries in it about things that go on in the weekly news, but there's something more sinister when the twist happens with a certain character finally showing up on screen, and it suddenly becomes this whole other beast.
I mean, she just won the Critics' Choice Award for Best Supporting Actress.
Let me just say that without spoiling it too much, it's a witchin' good time.
When I saw this in a packed theater,
same.
The scene where she falls asleep in the car, and it's really just the woman's like shadowy figure comes out with scissors.
Yeah.
People were squirming in the seats when I was sitting in it because the tension was palpable.
Same. I fall into that same category. Also, when I don't think there's ever been a greater jump for joy moment than the finale of this movie. That is one of the best oneers I've ever seen.
Yeah. Somebody deserves what they get.
Yeah. So yeah, Krager, man, fucking nailed it. I guess he's doing Resident Evil next.
Yeah.
Good.
Started
Can't
filming
wait.
it.
Yep. Can't wait.
Brad? Lucky number 7.
That's not a 2025
Remember
movie.
that movie?
No one does.
Why didn't Josh Hartnett ever comb his hair? Anyways.
My number 7 is about how hard it is to make friends as an adult.
Hello? Howdy.
Honey, the new neighbor invited you over for a drink at 8 tonight. I said you'd go.
You don't know my schedule.
You sit there every night. Might be nice to have a pal, a bud.
Hey guys, this is my neighbor Craig. He's the best.
I was spiraling. I mean, I see the way the guys look at her. I'm scared.
Sheila's lucky to have a dad like you.
Boy, you should know that I've got you on my mind, your secret admirer. I've been watching you at night. I think of you. I want to be your baby.
If your game is on, call boo. If your love is strong,
I can see the future. It's full of pals. I'm on the edge of life, and the view is gorgeous.
Look, we had a couple of really nice hangs, but I think it best that we go our separate ways. I don't wish to continue this friendship.
You all accepted me way too fast. You can't do that. You made me feel too free. People need rules.
You should be dead, you psycho! Who are you?
Give me a second chance. Get to know me.
There's a new Marvel out that's supposed to be nuts. We should go see that.
Yeah, my number 7 is Friendship, where Tim Robinson stars as a guy who's kind of like a, average dad, and he meets Paul Rudd, and Paul Rudd and his group of friends invite him into their friend circle, and then Tim Robinson does every cringy thing to fuck it up, and you think at some point in the movie he's gonna right the ship and figure himself out, and nope, he just digs his grave further and further and ruins his entire life. But yeah, it's a awkward, cringy, fun blast to watch. And that part where it's a little spoilery, but the glass door crash through is, I saw it coming, and it still cracked me up.
Brad, in terms of the Office episodes, how cringy is this movie?
Way cringier than The Office. Yeah.
I mean, are we talking like Scott's Tots levels of cringy? Dinner party levels of cringy? More?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
I'll throw in also more cringy than the movie Young Adult with Charlize Theron, which was already a pretty big cringe fest to my movie watching eyes. This movie, it's fucking funny.
Yeah, just watching a man spiral into just ruining every aspect of his life. Yeah. It's great.
It's a masterpiece.
It's a riot.
I'll talk more about it later.
Number 7 is my favorite animated film of the year.
enough now. It's time I tell you about the monster. We must kill it, or it will kill us all.
Number 7 for me is Predator, Killer of Killers. I love the Predator anyways, and I always thought that at the end of Predator 2, they gave you such a huge opening of that these creatures have been coming to Earth, hunting for years, millennium, and you could literally set the movie anywhere. So when they put the movie for Prey, set in the 1600s, and it's one of my favorite movies, obviously, from 4 years ago. Seeing this come to fruition from Trachtenberg, who did that one, this one, and another movie this year, it's just cool because it tells it's 4 stories. It's like every anthology. There's an overarching story, and then there's 3 stories that they're telling. The first one is a Viking story with a woman warrior and her kid. The second one is set in feudal Japan with 2 samurai brothers, and there's no dialogue in it. It's literally just action. And then the third one is a dogfight in World War II, and so the Predator doesn't do his normal hunting. He's literally in his spaceship the whole time. It's fucking awesome. And I won't tell you the rap story because it's spoilers, but it's just really cool to see them flesh out these monsters and put them in conflict, because that's what draws the Predator to Earth, is conflict. So they're always showing up in wars and And the animation's really cool. The Predator's design, each Predator is unique. And each one has a unique kind of style to it. Yeah, it's a really cool movie. And you can watch it on Hulu. And I hope he keeps making Predator movies.
It looks good. I want to watch
You
it.
should. Number 6, Corinne.
Well, I anticipate that y'all are going to be mad I put it this low, but you should also be happy because you did it. You finally did it, you son of a bitch. You got a horror movie on my top 10 list.
Woo! We've been gone a long time. We back now. You twins? Nah, we cousins.
There are legends of people with the gift of making music so true. It can conjure spirits from the past and the future. This gift can bring fame and fortune.
Will somebody take me in your eyes?
But it also can pierce the veil between life and death.
Listen here, this ain't no house party. Shit. Y'all ready to drink? Y'all ready to sweat till y'all stink?
You want some?
You keep dancing with the devil.
Careful, boy. You're gonna bite off more than you can chew.
One day he's gonna follow you home.
We got us a problem now. What the hell going on? Oh, we heard tale of a party. This world already left you for dead. I can save you from your fate.
You don't need no saving.
Yes, you do. And you are? I am. Your way out. Don't cry. It's all better now. Yes, I lied to you. I don't believe in magic. Ghosts, demons. Just power. Somebody please take me.
We're gonna kill every last one of you.
I ain't mean to scare you. Thought y'all done forgot about me in here. Come on, open the door, let me on out of here. Stay. It's you? Of course it's me. Open the door.
That ain't your brother.
Love to
Yo, smell anything? I think I shot myself.
Nice.
Yeah, so my number 6 and Zach's number 6 is Sinners.
Fuck yeah.
I think it's the best movie of the year. Not my favorite, but it's the best in terms of just the filmmaking, the layers, the acting, just the way it's put together. Man, y'all told me to watch it, and you were right. This was a great movie.
Of course we are. You should trust me more. Now, I'm going to let you borrow Terrifier 2.
No, absolutely
So,
not.
we finally got her one.
Take your win,
Don't
Ryan.
do it.
Take your win.
All I'm saying is branch out, Corinne. You never know what you're going to like.
If anything, the way that it got sold to me and I finally bought into it was that someone said, like, this is a musical, and I was like, okay, yeah. Like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. But it's just, yeah, that trio of Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler and who's our composer?
Oh,
the guy.
Fuck. Yeah.
Ludwig Göransson.
Ludwig Göransson.
Göransson, yeah.
Yeah, those three, if you put them in a film together, they can do no wrong. So, and the fact that I had so much of the movie spoiled for me beforehand because I didn't think I was going to see it.
You don't care.
I know. But even
is weird.
I had the last scene in the movie spoiled for me, which even then, still seeing the movie, and it was still a surprise when it happened. I mean, that just shows you how good of a movie it is.
I'm surprised how late it happened, because clearly the trailer spoiled it.
Yeah.
Are we talking about when they show up
the
in the
very,
bar?
very last.
Yeah, the very end.
Oh, okay.
Say, like,
yeah. So, yeah, I don't know how much we want to say in terms of, like, spoiling it, but yeah, I think I sent in the Showtime, the scene where Haley Steinfeld's character is going out to talk to the vampires, and the one guy, like, just jumps up behind her, and you don't see what happens after that. Like, that cutaway, ooh, it gave me the shivers. So, yeah, it's a really, really well-made movie. So I think it deserves all the accolades, all the awards, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I really liked that it managed to retell in a weird way From Dusk Till Dawn, but in a very unique angle. Also, I've been following Coogler since Fruitvale Station, and that was the last time he wasn't working with IP. Because Fruitvale Station's based on a true story, but it's still conjuring a tale that's not based on established IP. So watching this film, I was like, man, if that's what's in his head, imagine how much more cool shit they were going to get in the future. And I did get I saw this at an advanced screener in the IMAX at Colorado Center. One of the best theater going experiences of the year for me. The way the format shifted and changed, the scale and scope of what Coogler was able to put on screen in various formats was just lovely to look at. Also, I really liked how it plays upon the appropriation of a culture, the appropriation of a history. There's something about Jack O'Connell as the vampire in the gang that it's a strange seduction of community and acceptance away from the things that you might believe are the most terrifying things in the human world, but it's just another form of blinding people in a weird way.
Right, like when he comes and tells the community, like, hey, if you guys stay here, the clan is going to kill you. Like, that's literally what their plan is. So you might as well just join me because you're going to die either way.
Yeah. And
at least this is a form of life, but or you're going to die. Like, those are your only two options in his mind.
Yeah. And so, like, them playing around with that idea in such a very creative way was absolutely stunning. I can't say much more about it that hasn't already been said by people, except that I believe that Ryan Coogler had a very, very specific dream in his head all those years ago when he was an up-and-coming filmmaker. And he said, one day, I'm going to make vampires river dance on screen. And you know what he did? He fucking did that shit. So, props to Mr. Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, I'm kicking myself. I did not see this in the theaters. If they re-release it again, because I know they re-released it over Halloween, and I should have gone to see it, but I was busy with other stuff. But no, this would have been an epic theater watch.
Best picture. Let's give it.
It would
that
get
nomination
Best Picture from me.
Agreed.
So yeah, our number 6 is Sinners.
Brad, your number 6.
My number 6 is a historical epic set during the Revolutionary War.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. To your union, revolution, and the hope that you provide. May you always be satisfied.
This is Hamilton.
So my number 6 is a bit controversial, but over the summer they put the Hamilton stage production in theaters to watch.
Yeah, they call it a pro shot, I think.
Yeah. And I had, this thing's been out for like 10 years. I'd never seen the play. I've never watched it on streaming when Disney put it out. So once it was in the theater, I was like, this is my chance to finally be indoctrinated into the phenomenon that is Hamilton. And holy shit, is it a phenomenon like for, I don't know, like, I can't imagine the first one was like high budget production, right? Like not a ton of money behind it. And they just like, the stuff that they accomplish is just amazing. Like the songs are all great, but just like the production design, the way the story is told through like the spinning stage and very minimalist backdrop, like it's just incredible. And just trying to imagine those actors remembering all those cues for everything just blows my mind. And I, as soon as the theater was done, I went home and watched it on streaming again because like I was that impressed. So nice. I thought it was worthy of my 6th slot.
We live in a world where Alexander Hamilton's cool. Yeah. There's a great interview on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend Again where he interviews Ron Chernow, who wrote the book, and he talks about how it was adapted to the musical. It's really great. It's really great.
I don't think that's controversial. Like, that's stuff that has been theatrically released before. Like, they've done these kind of things. So I don't think it's controversial at all.
No.
I mean, controversial in that it didn't technically come out this year. Like, it was in the theaters this year, but it wasn't made this year.
Well, I can't afford Broadway tickets, so...
Yeah,
so when you said that you had to go see it, in a sense, you were not throwing away your shot.
I did not throw away my shot. Definitely not going to throw away my shot.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Brad has a musical on his list, and I have a horror movie on mine. What is this world coming to?
Number 6 for me is One Battle After Another.
Our first repeat.
Nice.
I like Paul Thomas Anderson, but I'm more of a fan of his kind of silly movies. I mean, I guess I don't know if silly is the right word, but a little more...
Inherent Vice?
Yeah. Yeah.
You like his palatable stuff. It's fine.
Yeah. But I mean, I like Magnolia, and because I like how it all kind of comes together at the end.
And you like movies with raining frogs.
Yeah, and Boogie Nights because you see a huge dong in it. You know, the usual. But this one, I felt that while it kept his trademark shooting style and his characters, it's a little more fun. You know, where it deals with really horrible things. I mean, Sean Penn's character is horrible in this movie. But it also says how ridiculous sometimes revolutions can be. Where, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio gets in an argument with a dude on the Resistance hotline about the secret word. And it goes on for like an hour about him trying to find out where his daughter is and all this stuff, and that leads to him, you know, trying to jump across the buildings. Instead, he gets captured. You know, it's well done. And then, Brad, you touched on it. That chase scene is incredible, and it's literally just cars going over hills and coming down the hill and coming back over the hill. But there's something that's really hypnotizing about it. And Leonardo DiCaprio is great in it. So yeah, you should definitely see One Battle After Another.
We'll talk about it later again.
Corinne, number 5.
Number 5 is the second movie on my list that involves detectives.
At the ZPD, partnership is the cornerstone of success.
No, carrots! Whoa! Beautiful!
You want to put bad guys away?
Ow! Stop pulling my ears, stop pulling my ears. Never pull a bunny's ears.
Be on the same page every day.
Jiggle it, let's go. I got this. Here's the fuzz!
Toot toot.
Everybody run!
Well, can't win them all.
Come on, get on up.
Let me ask you something. Do you think we're a good team?
Of course. I just wish I knew what we had to do to prove it to everyone else. We check the perimeter, snoop a little, we find nothing, we bail.
No snake has set foot in Zootopia in forever.
Keep the music playing.
There's a snake!
Stop in the name of the law! Snakes aren't the bad guys. I have to set things right. And when I do, my family will finally be able to come home.
Woo!
Hops and Wiles. Dream team.
On the ground! Help me save him!
I would like to call a partner meeting.
I want the fox and that rabbit. Do you know how many mayors they've already destroyed?
1, 2. I got up to 2.
All right, Carrots, any idea where you want to start?
Yeah! If you want to find you a reptile, I am your gal. Breathe it in. Woo! Zootopia has a secret reptile population. Just let me handle the locals. Hey, bub.
Hey, bub.
Hey, bub.
Hey, bub. Hey, bub, bub.
Hey, bub. Bubby, bub.
Hey, bub. Hey, bub. Hey, ho.
Hey, bub, bub. Seen a snake?
Nope.
Wait, cannonball! Baby, keep the music playing. Come on, get on up. We're wild and we can't be tamed.
I got eyes on them. In pursuit.
We have to solve their case.
It's not worth dying for.
Judy! Nick! Good luck! I love you!
When you two save the city, maybe everyone will see reptiles ain't that different.
So my number 5 is Zootopia 2. Should have been my number 2, damn it. Yeah, I guess I like the first Zootopia. I don't have a huge attachment to it. And then when they announced they were making a sequel, it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then, you know, the previews started coming out and the reviewers were saying, like, it's good. And I'm like, really? Zootopia 2 is good? Okay. Yeah. No, this movie actually is genuinely good. It has a lot of good twists and turns. Has a lot of beats that I don't want to spoil because it sounds like most of you haven't seen it. I know Zach said he hasn't.
Seen it.
Okay.
I'm the only one who hasn't.
Okay. Well, I guess that episode hasn't dropped yet or something.
We didn't do a
dedicated
episode.
It's like in our what we've been watching.
Yeah, it's
that's
I think it's a couple weeks ago.
Well, when I finally watch it, you guys can do it as an actual episode.
No, Zach, you should really see it. It's a good.
I want to see it. I really love that first one a lot.
Yeah, you don't. I guess I didn't realize during the first one, but yeah, there aren't any reptiles or like amphibians in Zootopia. It's all mammals. And then this movie kind of explains why. You know, where have the reptiles been all this time? And we get to see different parts of Zootopia, and we get to spend more time in Tundra Town, which we did see in the first movie. There are several characters from the first movie that come back, but they're in kind of bit roles that in a little bit more than cameos, but they're not in it for super long. But it does kind of help the world feel consistent and put together and everything. And I love Ke Quan as Gary the Snake. That he's great in the movie, and there are certain times where you can really feel like the animation and how Gary moves feels like Ke Quan, like in the recording booth. Like it just matches him so perfectly. And yeah, David Strathairn is in it, and I mean, as you saw in the trailer, plays a villain. Which I heard the character talk during the movie, and I was like, I know who that is.
Same.
And I was like,
killing me.
Yeah, and it
like,
popped up in the credits, and I'm like, oh shit, are you kidding me?
Excuse me, that's Oscar nominee for Good Night and Good Luck, David Strathairn.
Yeah, however, I'm not sure how you say it, but no, the animation is gorgeous. So no wonder this is the highest grossing Walt Disney animated movie of all time.
I mean, it's totally woke, but yeah,
and those people can go suck it.
Suck Corinne's dick if you think it's woke.
Which, Zach, you should know that there is a post-credit scene, like at the very end of the credits.
Is there a Samuel L. Jackson character?
It is worth sticking around for. It's not just like a gag. Like, you really do need to see it because it sets up what's going to happen in Zootopia 3, which is almost definitely going to happen now because, I mean, this movie has made a shit ton of money. So
okay then.
In 2035, Zootopia 3.
My guess is because they did this in 2025, which was the year of the snake, and then they had a snake prominently in the movie. Spoilers, Zach. But I'm guessing that 2029 is when they're going to release Zootopia 3 because it's the year of the rooster.
Gotcha.
So Why 2029?
That's the year of the cock.
It's because it's birds. Anyway.
So they're going to pick a year that has birds in it.
Right.
Okay.
See,
because they had a snake in. Yeah, I guess it's something with China that this movie made a lot of money in China. They love Zootopia over there.
It's because they have a dedicated Zootopia land at Disneyland Shanghai.
You think Disney is going to sit on not making money for more than 10 years for the third one?
No, it'd only be like 4.
Just to do that gag. 2029.
2029, yeah.
2029.
Help my...
Yeah.
My mind is crossed times.
Brad, you're in Ryan's house.
Yeah, I gotta double check it. But
The year is 2026.
2029. That's the year of the rooster.
Stayed up all night.
Which
making
would
this.
kind of check with like how long it takes to make a film and stuff. But.
Wait, Brad's sleep deprived, so we can play tricks on him right now.
Okay. Anyway, my number 5 was Zootopia 2.
Just take your Zorbitron, Brad. You'll be fine.
Yeah, thank you.
Zach, number 5.
My number 5 can only be introduced with Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
You're the only one on stage with the Monsignor at the time of his killing. You're the only one at that church who hated his guts.
The spirit really moved him today, huh?
So tell me, what the hell happened?
Everyone thinks I did it. I didn't do it.
This goes way beyond normal police work. This is something even I have not experienced. A perfectly impossible crime.
This case is solvable, right?
I'm incapable of not solving a crime. Oh, you'll see. It's fun.
Wicks had a vast family fortune.
If made public, can ruin people.
God forbid.
It is time to discover what this flock of wicked wolves is hiding.
There's some Scooby-Doo shit going on here.
Scooby-Doo. With all the pieces on the table, this crime appears impossible.
Makes me sick. These kids painting rocket ships all over his sacred resting place.
You and I, huh?
You and me, buddy.
Okay. All right. So Brad and I chose Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, or what it should be as a Benoit Blanc mystery. But I get it. Netflix thinks that everybody in the world's fucking dumb. Yeah. I liked Glass Onion a lot. I probably would have made my list if I had gotten my list on time to you that year that it came out. And the first Knives Out I really enjoyed. I think this is my favorite of the ones he's put out so far.
Yeah.
Like definitely above, like a Glass Onion's good, but I just really liked the way they played around with this one, set up in this church in this very small community. Josh O'Connor's character also really helps the case because it's really a fascinating character that Johnson's created in his priest.
I think it's funny that these movies are known for being like based on mysteries, but Glass Onion and this, Glass Onion, the murder mystery is, I don't know, 30 minutes of the movie of that movie.
Yeah.
And then this one, Ryan Johnson just comes out and said, like, look, I made a story based on this book that I read, and
The
it's
Hollow Man.
it's impossible, this crime, and I'm actually going to tell a story about my struggles with religion.
Yeah. And it does a good job at tackling those struggles with religion. Like this is like falls slightly in the category of that like pulpy Catholic stuff that I tend to gravitate to because I'm strange. And this one was really good because of the way it wrestles with Josh O'Connor's character.
Father Judd.
Yeah, add to that Josh Brolin's performance also like playing around the hypocrisies of religion in such an extreme way too. Like it's not even like trying to be like a coded, new, like subtle version of it. Like it's full on. Like when he starts saying like I masturbated this many times this week, I'm like, that's fucking brilliant dialogue right there. And I liked Benoit Blanc in this one in particular because in Glass Onion they really try to give more of his backstory on it, and that's great. I really like that. I genuinely do. But I do like when Benoit Blanc is sort of a periphery background character until he's needed to come to the forefront. And I think that this movie does a really good job of setting you up before we even remotely get to Benoit. And it's just beautiful. I will say this, for anybody who hasn't watched it yet, there's no spoiler, but I will say if any nomination comes out of this, I really hope it's for Glenn Close, because her character is unsuspectingly amazing. So yeah, Brad, any other thoughts on it?
I feel like I just talked about this
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Well, now you got to do it again.
Feels fresh. Yeah, no, like I said, Rian Johnson just makes really smart, clever mystery movies, and subverts expectations. Unlike the other two, the secondary characters really don't figure into as much as Benoit Blanc and Judd.
Yeah.
Also him pretty much, I don't know, spending like almost an hour of leading up to Benoit Blanc's arrival.
Yep.
Like that was like shocking to watch. Like you're like, I want to see Daniel Craig show up, and you're getting treated as like so much backstory and
Like,
setup.
honestly, I didn't miss him. Sorry.
Yeah. But also, exposition is something not welcome in most movies, and Rian Johnson just like, I'm gonna shove all this exposition in the first half, and just like, which is weird because eventually the third you're gonna get more exposition explaining everything from Benoit Blanc. So it's something that's normally so lazy in movies is like he just embraces it.
Yeah. I was like thinking about it with how they build up, or like how little Benoit is in it comparative, like within that first half. It reminds me of The Hound of the Baskervilles with Basil Rathbone, where because it's The Hound of the Baskervilles, Sherlock Holmes isn't going to be in it through a big chunk of the movie because he just goes off and disappears and leaves Watson to go take care of things on the moors. And so there was a similar feel on this end of the spectrum, where it's just like the best character that we've got, one of the best characters we've got from the previous films, we're going to hold on him until we absolutely need him. And that's a great decision. Yeah.
I'll talk about it more later.
Sweet.
It's good. It's all right. So my number 5, the beginning of this movie is clumsy, but the rest of the movie is literally takes your breath away. And I've watched it multiple times since I saw it in the theaters, and every time I watch it, I like it more and more.
This can't all be true.
Every word.
CIA Black Vault break-in.
Am I reading this correctly? The Kremlin bombing?
In fairness, the bomb was actually meant to kill him.
He gassed a security briefing.
That was just 2 months ago.
This explains the handcuffs. It's still not clear why he's here.
If we want to bring the world back from the brink, we have to deal with him.
Should he choose to accept?
Smart people on every side are close to panicking.
What exactly is your plan?
Your team has been betrayed, Ethan. All your secrets compromised.
Everything you are, everything you've done, has come to this.
gave him an aircraft carrier?
Our lives are the sum of our choices. This was your calling, your destiny. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
Number 5 for me is Mission Impossible: The Deadest of Reckonings Part 2.
Revenge of the Reckoning.
Yeah, the first 30 minutes is a little clumsy in the movie, but the sheer filmmaking of the film, the action, everything is just so on point. And I don't think Tom Cruise gets enough credit for how he puts together films and how the action unfolds, and have that level of intensity throughout the film, and that all the films are really cool and really fun. Because once this film gets going, it's really good. You have to get past the virtual reality AI, whatever he does at the beginning. And once you do, you just buckle up and enjoy the ride. And yeah, and like I said, you know, when I watch him more and I see how they make the movie, fuck, it's incredible.
Yeah, submarine sequence, I think is the part where it finally picks up, and it's like one of the sitting in the theater mostly alone and watching that sequence where he's alone, and the nukes are like rolling around. Like I think it's the movie that made me feel the most lonely.
Yeah, I saw it in a pretty packed theater. It's weird to say this, but the theater was really quiet. You could feel people on edge. And the other time I really felt that was at the end of Infinity War, when people started just evaporating, and you could just feel how uneasy people are. And I definitely felt that in Dead Reckoning. And just a good time at the theater.
Yeah, I saw this in the IMAX opening weekend with my mom and my sisters and their boyfriends, and it was a fun time, I guess, just all of us going. I didn't necessarily enjoy the movie, and rewatching it with my dad and his step-siblings and stepmom over Christmas, it got worse somehow, because it takes forever. And the way that they make these movies, where they shoot the action set pieces first and then write all the dialogue and exposition around it, I think you can really feel it with this particular entry in the franchise. Like, I think it should have ended with Fallout. I'll say that. I'm going to die on that hill, but I do really like the submarine sequence in this movie. And another film with a Ted Lasso alum in it.
Yep. Corinne, number 4?
Number 4, so this was recommended to me by the algorithm, but, you know, for once the algorithm was right.
You made it okay? Is there not like a harbour? It's sort of nature's harbour. Welcome to Wallace Island. No! Do you sell rice? My fire go where?
We've got pasta.
Has to be rice, apparently. Oh, you've got rice pudding, look. Rice pudding definitely won't work. Well, not with that attitude, no, it won't. You know it isn't. The great Herb Maguire. Coming all the way out here without your roadies. Which brings me up to the thorny issue of payment. Where will the audience be? You said there'd be 100. I said less than 100. Is it just you? Yeah. Right. I'm literally playing to one guy. I'm going to have to take out a restraining order. Can you shut the door? Absolutely. No, I meant... Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm not really used to having guests. Please not today. So, what's happened with you and Nell Mortimer? When was the last time you played together? I'm quite a private person, to be honest. I know you are. But go on, what happened? Do you invite Nell? Yeah, she's with Michael. Who's Michael? The husband. Oh, shit. In a good way, or...?
You knew I was coming, right?
Yeah. I didn't really listen to your songs back in the day.
Is this my guitar? Yeah, got that at auction.
Oh, wow, you are a fan.
My favourite is always Maguire Mortimer. Your music changed everything.
He's going to get his guitar.
Oh, has he? Has he? Ah.
If you need some affection and you're feeling all alone,
That's lovely, isn't it? Just take it in, Charles. Take it in, drink it in, glug glug. Water everywhere. Please,
Can we just please
watch the
appreciate
sunset?
this damn sunset?
It shows us where it wants to go. Oh, give me your love, give me your love to me.
I know you miss this.
I miss our music.
Oh, give me your love, give me your love to me.
Hell of a serve you got, you. I've no one to play with, so the only thing I can practice is the old serve. Ah! See, this is the issue.
Honey!
We love the past, but it's gone now.
You've ruined my life. I wish you'd stop saying that. One day we might wake up hungover with 2/3 of diddly squat to our name. No! But we'll always have this island and your beautiful music. Wowzers in your trousers. Yeah, the waves. No, shh. Like, shut up. Don't say it, mate. Yeah.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah, so my number 4 is The Ballad of Wallace Island, which I was on Facebook one day and I kept getting like all these ads for it, and of course it has a bunch of British people in it. It's set in Britain on this remote island, Wallace Island, where I think the actor's name is Tim Kay or something, but he's in The Paper that came out this year. He is a multimillionaire and he hires his favorite folk duo, Maguire Mortimer, to come back to come to the island and to play a private show just for him. And we see the Maguire part, I forget the guy's, Herb Maguire. He comes earlier than the other lady, and so he and the guy, they just bond for several days, and it's kind of awkward. And then Nell Mortimer, she comes in later. She's played by Carey Mulligan, and I love her. And she's not in the film too much, but their scenes together are very powerful, and it's just a great story about, you know, meeting your heroes and like the pros and cons of that experience, and also like moving on from loss. And there's different types of loss that are discussed in the film. Yeah, it's just a really beautiful story. I will say that the one bad part about it is that it's based on a short film, and in this version you can really kind of feel that in the kind of the story beats, because the guy Herb keeps trying to leave the island because he keeps getting new information revealed to him that he doesn't like, and so he tries to leave. Something prevents him from leaving, or he gets convinced to stay, and this happens like 3 different times. So it gets to be a little repetitive, but, you know, they have to create conflict somehow. And, yeah, so it's a great story, and I really like the way that it ended, and I won't say what it is, but...
Thank you.
You won't? Weird.
I know. No, but this was also a great theater experience, because I saw it, like, the very last day, the very last showing. It was at the Mills. And I did not have the theater to myself for once, which was kind of weird. I thought I would, considering the time of day. It was like 2 o'clock on a Thursday or something, but the people in the theater at least were well behaved, Brad. But they were also engaged with it, and it was a good movie, good time at the theater. So yeah, my number 4, The Ballad of Wallace Island, also a musical sort of.
Yeah, it's one I meant to check out, but it left early, so.
It's on DVD,
Yeah.
Blu-ray now, and I found it at the library again.
It's on Peacock too, so.
Yeah, that too.
I'll catch it.
Zach, number 4.
My number 4 is my favorite horror movie of the year.
We're gonna put you with a foster mum called Laura. You're gonna love her.
Oh, welcome to your new home.
This is my daughter's room. I want to show you something else. This way.
We stuffed her.
I know I'm a weirdo.
How did you cope with Kathy being gone?
I didn't.
I think there's something wrong with Laura.
Oh my God, what is it? We can bring her back.
What are you doing?
Supposed to report how safe and reliable you are. So stay safe. Stay reliable, yeah?
Yeah, my number 4 is Bring Her Back. Some of the directors have talked to me.
Every time someone says "talk to me," sorry to interrupt you, but I think of the Stephen Lynch song where he's talking about masturbating and his dad walks in on him and it's just "talk to me, Dad." Anyways, go on with.
And as we all know, that previous movie was about that song.
Yes.
Right? It had nothing to do with that accursed hand and suicide. No, in this story, 2 children are orphaned, and they get adopted by Sally Hawkins, who has another child in her care, but that child is
a fucking bummer.
Not just a fucking bummer, but clearly disturbed. And throughout the course of the movie, Sally Hawkins' intentions as to why she has become this adoring foster mother become very clear. Without spoiling it, Brad was saying it on the trailer, and I agree. Sally Hawkins needs to be in the Best Actress conversation for this year because she is the most complex villain in a movie this year for me. It is filled with way more empathy than you'd expect, but simultaneously, you hate her fucking guts. You get where she's coming from, but that doesn't change the facts of what she's doing.
Pro gaslighter.
Yes. Add to that, too, the visuals in this are about as striking as Talk to Me. I'd argue they're even more visceral. There's a scene where that involves a knife going into somebody's mouth, and it is absolutely disturbing. It also does a good job of... There's a mythology and lore buildup that the directors of this and Talk to Me are really good at, where we don't need too much explanation as to why the supernatural thing is occurring, but it feels like we've been through a lived-through experience. Like, this is, I would say that the difference between this for me and a movie like Together, which is this movie handles its mythology more intelligently on sparsity, whereas Together kind of squanders its mythology in a weird way. So in that respect, I liked bring her back more from that kind of horror construct. It's also very emotional, and there are moments where I cried in it, especially near the end, because man, stuff happens. But yeah, if anybody here hasn't seen Bring Her Back, I really, really hope you do check it out. It just like Talk to Me, there's a lot of bummer moments, but masterful horror filmmaking in the process. So yeah.
Brad, number 4.
To find my number 4, you only need to look up.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some might...
a lot of fire.
It's a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of the United States.
I wasn't representing anybody except for me and doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Your choices. Your actions. That's what makes you who you are. Superman.
not a man. He's an it. Somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
You have a dog?
Look out, Marvel! Your reign is over. DC's back, baby.
Yeah.
Off the floor with you.
Glad I can finally stop giving a shit about Marvel movies.
Yeah. So my number 4 is Superman, which is a fun reboot of the franchise, and it lacks kind of the epic quality of past DC movies, I think, but I've framed it around like it's really the first episode of a larger story that's going to unfold. So like, why hold it to that standard? Because there isn't like, specific sequences that like blow me away. Like there's not like a great action sequence. Like he fights the kaiju, he chases the Hammer of Baravia around, but there's not like the Dark Knight chasing the truck scene with the flipping over type stuff, and there's no like end game scene in it, but it's the first episode of a larger thing. So I just enjoy it's great that they made Superman fun again. There's like a lot of stuff, like comic booky stuff that you just kind of like, oh, there's a guy who can like morph into stuff, and you just accept everything that's kind of going on because it's in a lot of it's just like, okay, they're gonna explain it down the road, hopefully.
I like that this film isn't set upon having any major set pieces and instead wants to be a movie about getting you to like these characters for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
Because this
instantly makes Mr. Terrific a star.
Yeah. And reintroduces a lot of key people in the Superman mythology, or like that are known by everybody, from Lois Lane on down to Perry White, in a way that is just absolutely fantastic. And lovable again. Like Jimmy Olsen has never been more consequential than he's been now. And
like they tried to make him cool by being like this ladies man, where you think he's just like this bumbling like teen.
Yeah, no, this impossible ladies man.
Like all the ladies want him. Yeah, it's a good twist.
And then Lex Luthor's girlfriend is the secret MVP of the movie.
Yeah, that's a great surprise too. Yeah, just like you think she's like, they're trying to like make a Miss Taskmaster, but for the modern age, but it actually has a plot relevance to it, which is great.
Also, I was saying during the trailer, but I think this is the best Lex Luthor we've ever had. Period. Like from a live action standpoint, like
Kevin Spacey's Lex Luthor, he's pretty good.
I think like
he's a real villain.
Too bad they couldn't get Clancy Brown in live action. That'd be great.
Oh, that would have been fucking cool.
Oh well.
Shit, James Gunn, better fucking get on it. I know you already made a fucking decision, but change it.
I mean, do we know what's going to happen now to this new DCU with the Warner Brothers deal?
They claim they're just going to let James Gunn run it until something bad happens. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, even when Warner Brothers sold, I mean, you'd be silly because DC's a cash cow for them, so it'd be silly to put the kibosh on it.
It's one of their best performing.
Well, but they might want to do other things with those characters and not commit to a certain universe. But
no, I think Netflix is too lazy.
Well, they're still, even though like within James Gunn, he's allowing for like Elseworld stuff, like Batman Part 2 is still going to come out, so they're going to still play with like other stuff that's not tied to this story. But yeah, it would be silly to be like, we had one successful movie and now we're going to shut everything down and start over again. Like, I know all the Snyder Bros are super excited if Netflix takes it because they already have a deal with Snyder, so they're like, we're going to get it back. It's like,
what makes them think that's going to happen? Based on what?
I mean, Supergirl's definitely coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fun.
We'll see what else happens.
Clayface is too.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, Number 4.
My number 4 is a repeat. It is Sinners. I love the allegory of the vampires being the ones that are sucking the musical talents of the African Americans from them and exploiting it and using it as their own. And yeah, the music in the film is incredible. This up-and-comer Ryan Coogler, I don't know if you guys have heard of him.
I have this feeling that he would make a great Black Panther movie.
Yeah, I know. I just love his voice and anything he does, and even films that he's a producer on. It's not that I don't think he's an overbearing producer, but he has this feel to him, and his movies always feel right to me.
There's an energy to him. Like, he's only a producer on Judas and the Black Messiah, but that energy's there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he just understands film, and
and they shot this on film.
Yeah, and just
right?
like, Benoit Blanc doesn't show up till about 50 minutes into Knives Out 3. This one, the vampires show up an hour into it, and then it's only that quick scene where he's running from them, and then they show up at their hootenanny.
Club, whatever they call it.
But yeah, it's just cool. And
you just use the word hootenanny.
I did. and I love that music. I love really old blues and R&B. There's just something about it that just speaks to me.
From your roots in the South.
Yeah. I think probably
your original name was Navin Johnson.
Yes. My favorite one is there's this movie called Walk Hard. He does a lot of blues in that.
Oh fuck! I just realized that we ripped that one off.
Yeah, it did. But no,
I love when Michael B. Jordan says "wrong kid died."
You don't want no part of this. I want part
Get
of
out
this.
of here, dude! I gotta fight Tim.
Sounds like Dewey Cox.
You remember at the end when he got up to his father's altar and said, "I gotta fight temptation," and then he walks by the temptations.
Wrong kid died.
James, one of our OG real nerds, hates that movie so much, and so does my wife. So I make sure every time it's on, I keep it on.
We should hold. You know what my birthday party's going to be? We go to a theater, watch Walk Hard, and we force everybody who hates it to watch it.
Nice. But Sinners is great. It doesn't shy away from the horror. It doesn't shy away from the drama.
That scene at the end where Smoke sees, is it Annie? That's his wife's name. Where as he's going into the afterlife, and that's a beautiful scene.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Should see Sinners. Corinne, number 3.
My number 3 is also a repeat. My number 3 is Wake Up Dead Man. Yeah, I actually saw this opening night at the Denver Film Festival. Halloween. Went with a friend of mine. Neither of us had ever been to the film festival before, but I was like, I really want to see this movie.
Did they show at the Calkins Opera House? Or
Yeah, I was at the Opera House. Yeah, that was awesome.
Nice, yeah.
I don't know if I've ever been in a theater that full since like maybe Endgame or Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, there must have been 200 or 300 people in the theater for it.
Hope the sound setup was better than it was the year I saw Silver Linings Playbook there.
I'm gonna guess so. Yeah.
Good.
I heard it. I think so.
We could hear the movie. Everything worked out just fine.
Cool.
Did Ryan Johnson introduce it?
He had like a little video message. But he wasn't like actually there. That would have been awesome.
He was there for Glass Onion, which is nice.
When you saw Silver Linings Playbook, did you hear David O. Russell yelling at people inappropriately?
That would have been fucking weird but hilarious.
So yeah, this was.
Then I would have been like, "Why the fuck are you doing that, David? Stop that."
But yeah, this was probably tied with The Naked Gun for my best film theater experience of the year, because just being at the Denver Film Festival on Halloween, lots of people were in costume, lots of people like dressed up, because it's like it's in the Opera House and it's like all fancy and stuff. We were just in like jeans, like nothing crazy, but but it was great seeing this in a like packed theater like that, and like every single seat was taken. It was almost like, and those rows in the Opera House are so long that if somebody in the middle stands up, it's like you're all screwed.
Yeah.
But no, it was a great time, and this is a great movie. I rewatched it the other night with the same friend I went and saw it with initially, and we both were like, that first watch, you're so... It like not like the faith and like all the different themes in it aren't important and don't come up, but you're really more focused on the mystery. But the second time through, it's really so much about like that journey, the character study that Zach was talking about with Father Judd, and just this talking about like, the journey of faith, and Benoit Blanc doesn't believe, but at the end he does kind of have like a little arc where it's like, even though he doesn't believe in God, but he does believe, he has that road to Damascus moment where he realizes like, no, this isn't the time for me to unveil everything that's happened. What I need to do is I need to step aside and let the killer, seek forgiveness and seek, to confess their sins. And actually found out that a friend of mine was a consultant on the movie. He was one of the priests that they consulted regarding like Father Dead and all those stuff in the church. So that's kind of cool. Small world moment. But yeah, I guess Ryan Johnson, he's from the Denver area and he has ties here still. So yeah, through this small Catholic network, they got connected, and so yeah, he can. My friend of a friend consulted on the movie. So
very cool.
Yeah. So yeah, my number 3, Wake Up Dead Man. I could say a lot more about it, but I'll keep it brief.
Brad, number 3.
What about Zach?
Oh, Zach, sorry.
My number 4, or my number 3, is a repeat. It's Friendship. It's probably the funniest fucking movie I saw this year that wasn't The Naked Gun. God damn it. I really liked watching a good cringe comedy with a packed house. I went to go see this with Bueno, and he got me into Tim Robinson with I Think You Should Leave. And so watching basically a movie version of I Think You Should Leave was wonderful. The fact that they kept the momentum of his character throughout the movie, not just him continuing to make mistakes, but the ways he tries to fix those mistakes and they end up fucking worse. Like, there's that one point where you think he's finally fucking understood what the fuck's going on. He's like having dinner awkwardly with his wife who's separated from, and he stands up to that guy in the restaurant and he says my favorite line in a movie this year, which is, "I'm not scared of you. I bought a van today." It's just wonderful. And the final moment of the movie where everything has gone absolutely wrong to its absolute zenith. And there's just a subtle acknowledgement. And it just lifts Tim Robinson's character's spirits so fucking high because he knows he's going to keep a secret for this guy who has clearly told him to fuck off. I think this is probably one of the funniest fucking movies that's been made in a while. It was nice this year between this and The Naked Gun to see some movies that were just comedies and were not tied into genres of whether they be action or comic book or whatever.
Or
it's nice.
IP.
Yeah, it's just nice to see a good fucking comedy. I'm so glad that I saw this when I saw this that the house was packed, because it just kind of reminded me, like, okay, this genre can return. It doesn't have to be relegated to Netflix. It can still exist theatrically.
Nice. Brad, sorry, even with them right in front of me, and the icon, I think, caught my eye.
My number 3 is another historical epic about America.
There's it. He's alive. What? These are yours, yes?
Yes.
All of them?
Yes.
Tell me, why is an accomplished foreign architect shoveling coal here in Philadelphia?
I'm afraid it is not so simple. There was a war on, and yet many of the sites of my projects had survived. My buildings were devised to endure such erosion of shoreline.
I brought you all out here to join me in looking forward toward the future.
What do you think?
It's unusual, even for you.
Your English is impressive. Perhaps you can help your husband sound less like he shined shoes for a wage. I'm sorry. Will you please pass that back?
They do not want us here.
Who do you mean?
The people here. They do not want us here.
dogs get sick, they often bite the hand of those who fed them. Until someone mercifully puts them down.
Promise you won't let it drive you mad.
I promise.
So controversy, yes, you all think it applies as last year's movie because it got nominated for Oscars in that year, but I saw it this year, January, twice in the theater. That's like what, 6 hours of this movie. The most impressive thing is like how epic it is on such a small budget. Like it stands up there with like Scorsese spending $300 million on his Killers of the Flower Moon. And I think they spent like $20 million on this movie.
I think it's even lower than that.
Yeah, it might be lower. It looks expensive as fuck, but it isn't. And yeah, it's
I wish that quote was on the poster. Expensive as fuck.
5 stars, expensive as fuck looking.
If I was marketing, I definitely would have pulled it, because you always see those other ones where it's from Twitter and it's, epic. It looks as epic as fuck.
I mean, so it kind of has like a Godzilla -1 vibe, where the budget is so small, but you can't tell from the production quality.
Yeah, like there's so much like world traveling, and the building that he builds at the end, just like that alone has to be like $200 million right there. So yeah, the performances are great. It just tells the story of an immigrant who comes to America and finds his way and gets suckered in by wealthy elites,
and picked up on ice.
Who exploit their talent and their labor, and they all act welcoming and helpful, but really deep down they'll always treat people with less money than them as second class citizens. And it's based on a real guy too. It's been a year. I don't remember his actual name, but like at the end, they it jumps way ahead into the present and shows like people remembering his legacy as this artist and this architect. And yeah, it's really surprisingly impressive to me.
Nice.
So definitely worth. Yeah, the Oscar speech is ugly and sucks, but he's the character in the movie. He didn't make this movie, so. And yeah, the AI parts, whatever, also sucks. But yeah.
I mean, I still have not seen the movie. I just remember that I just didn't plan out going to see it, and that's my bad. I do remember that kind of disappointing me to learn, but I'm still gonna watch it at some point.
Yeah, and again, I don't speak that language, so I didn't notice the difference at all.
Mm-hmm.
But at least they didn't make the whole movie with it. So
yes, or add any walkie-talkies in place of guns.
Yeah.
My number 3 is a repeat. It's Superman. Brad touched on it. I think it's just cool to have Superman important again. Even though of all the superheroes that are big superheroes, Spider-Man, Batman, Wonder Woman, he's probably my least favorite. But I've always said this, and you can check the tape. If you can tell a good Superman story, you are an incredible writer. Because Superman can do anything. And to bring him back down to being a human, and I cried when he said that maybe that's punk rock, is being a good person. And everything that's happened over the last year, just that means so much more to me. Because why can't we just be good people? Why can't we just... It's okay that Superman is a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to be... I mean, Henry Cavill was fine in the role, but why does he have to be so dour? Why can't he just
because that's what they gave him to do.
I know. I'm not talking about Superman as a character, not Henry Cavill. I'm just like... but I want Superman to be that way. And that's why after the Snyder stuff, and then I watched the original Superman again, I was struck by Christopher Reeve, because it just has that charm to it, which I think they've recaptured, instead of it just being depressing. And it's cool. Batman lives in that world. Superman doesn't have to be. He can fly above it. So having him be who he is and done so well elevates the movie to me. And he has moments with Lois Lane. I love Lois Lane in this movie. I love Hot Girl in the movie. I want to see more of those people. And I think that's where James Gunn succeeds, where Zack Snyder doesn't. I've said this before. In the previous DC incarnation, the characters in that didn't earn what they thought they earned. I don't care that Superman died, because it didn't matter. But in this, if something happened to this Superman, then it matters, because they missed the boat on it. And in the previous one. So I think they're building it the right way here. And I want to see Supergirl. Like, I think all that stuff looks fun. I love that they're doing a Clayface and it's a horror film, because I think that's one of the greatest episodes of the animated series is A Feat of Clay, where Batman literally makes him die because he can't form a face when he sees all the people on screen. And I want to see stuff like that. I want them to take chances. And I think someone with James Gunn who's pushing that envelope will just make it better. So yeah, Superman's awesome.
It's also interesting because this movie does better what BVS tried to do, which is have a bunch of other characters on top of Superman be a part of it. And instead it just worked somehow that other heroes existed, and they don't try to necessarily. They're not overwhelming the movie.
No, and Brad mentioned Mr. Terrific breaking out.
Yeah,
but he doesn't take away from Superman.
No,
he just has his moments, and the moments are really fun.
And he holds off on using Guy Gardner, as tempting as it is to continue to use Nathan Fillion in a movie. Yeah, he knows how to parse him out. Yeah, exactly. I do love that. I loved that detail of every time he's lifting up one of the fingers, it's just middle fingers.
Has anybody's first experience with Nathan Fillion on Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Oh no, I'm way older than all you.
No, Serenity.
No. Yeah, he's a villain in Buffy the last season.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm not remembering that, but
yeah, he's a priest.
Okay. I got into him in the other Whedon universe.
Corinne, number 2.
My number 2 is a repeat. If you can remember all the way back to the first round, Zach swept me.
Nice.
Wicked for Good. Yes.
Good job, Zach.
A part 2 is my number 2.
That's right. I
think I still hold the record of sweeping when I picked The Fog at number 10 and it was Zach's number 1.
Yeah. Well, we have to do a 2016 reduck at some point this year, and I can tell you right now, be kind, because you don't know what might end up at number 7 again.
Fuck. This guy.
Anyway, Wicked for Good, yes.
Yeah, Wicked for Good. I have complicated feelings about the movie because I love the stage show so much, and it's been a part of my life for more than 20 years. And the song For Good, that meant a lot to me. My friends in high school and we used to sing it, and especially at that last year of high school when you guys are graduating, you're gonna move apart, and it's that was kind of a running theme for us. But on its own, I think the movie is good, and I think it is better than the second half of the stage show, just because they have more time and a lot of the pacing problems are sort of resolved, or at least it's a little bit better. And I like the new songs actually, and some of the new beats that they threw in there.
The girl in the bubble and the way they filmed that sequence is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, the girl in the bubble is actually, I mean, I like There's No Place Like Home, but the girl in the bubble is the better of the two new songs.
I said it last year. I think Ariana Grande should win an Oscar. She's incredible.
I mean, if she was going to, this would be the movie to do it, because this is Glinda's movie. The way the first one was kind of Elphaba's with Glinda, this one is Glinda's with Elphaba, because Glinda is kind of more at the center stage, and I mean, she kind of has more of an active role in the plot. And we get to see more of her backstory and why she makes the choices and has these motivations. And just John M. Chu, I'm kind of wishy-washy on him as a director. Some of the choices in the movie are good, and some of them I'm
really, I think it's phenomenal.
The color grading in this movie is terrible, but
I disagree.
I disagree.
No, it's it's so like bland and washed out, and it's like, what is going on? But
What? Do we watch the same movie?
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Sure.
but I really appreciate the fact that he let the actors, specifically Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, in that final scene where, you know, they sing for good, and then they have like that moment where Alphaba puts Glinda in the closet and dies.
All in silhouette too, and it's
Yeah,
fucking,
that's great.
Yeah,
but apparently a lot of that was unscripted, and he just let them do that. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I have beef with you as a director on some things, but on this thing, I think you did the right thing and let them just take that moment and make it theirs. So yeah, that's a beautiful scene, and those actors just kill it. So
If this wasn't already a long episode, I'd fight you on what you said about the color grading and stuff.
well, I should have been on the Wicked for Good episode, but it was not meant to be.
Also, I love that we did get her to cackle as
Yes.
in a Margaret Hamilton way. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, Cynthia Erivo was incredible too.
And
Yeah.
that broom and wand fight is fucking dope.
Oh, and like you said, the Tin Man transformation, that was
Burn her!
And I love how he actually shot her as kind of a superhero.
Yeah.
He did keep the camera low, and yeah, he's a great director.
There are a lot of great parallels between this and part one, and if you watch them back to back, so if you do the Kill Bill thing, the
whole bloody affair,
the whole bloody affair for Wicked,
you should see that movie.
The whole popular affair.
the whole popular affair,
Kill Bill. Kill
the
Bill's
whole
awesome.
Wicked affair.
Kill Bill is right up your alley. It's basically an anime.
It is.
It is, yeah.
There's
I've
like a
seen-
30-minute
I've
long
seen
anime
it.
sequence in it.
I've seen parts
Especially
of Kill
the new
Bill. I
one.
haven't
yeah.
seen the whole bloody affair, but
We finally got to see what happened to Pretty Boy Ricky.
Yep.
but yeah, no, there are a lot of great parallels between the first and second part. So yeah, it's a good movie, and it meant a lot to me. And I was actually kind of surprised I didn't cry in the theater when I saw it the first time, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I cried in my heart.
Zach, number 2.
My number 2 is a repeat. It's one battle after another. Yeah. I first of all, that rooftop sequence. I mean, it's straight out of Vertigo. Except, you know what Vertigo needed? It needed that rooftop chase sequence, but with a bunch of kids with skateboards, and it fucking succeeded in doing that. Yeah, no, I really liked watching Anderson get a little silly again. But at the same time, he's not losing the things that make him great as a director in the
agreed.
more like serious-minded fare. There's dark, twisted humor involved
And I
in
think I love
this.
Benicio del Toro as a supporting role.
Yeah.
I mean, I love him in Sicario, and then in this,
He's just-
when he's just kind of
He's the right ingredient in the right proportions. He's
Yeah.
fantastic. I'm not necessarily a huge Sean Penn fan, but I really appreciated that performance that he gives in this
I wouldn't
movie.
say I am either, but every once in a while, I'm reminded that he is a good actor.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I never go out and seek his movies. In fact, my friend Brandon and I used to always make fun of I Am Sam.
Yeah.
Because that was just shoved in your face constantly.
Yeah.
But when he's just in the, a co-starring role, and he's in this, and he's already a bastard because I don't like how he treated Robin Wright. So so him playing one works well.
He is he's the line when he goes up to Leo in the store and he's just like, "You like black girls?" Like, I love them. I love them. It's like, Jesus Christ, this role's unhinged insane.
Who are you?
Yeah. Is it Tiana Taylor plays the wife, the mother? She's great. We only get her for the first third of the movie, but she's fucking amazing.
Like that scene where he's telling her, you're a mom now.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. And I like how it intertwines with that scene where they're trying to do the robbery of the bank, and you hear the gunshot go off, and you don't know where the fuck it came from, because you realize it came from her. And the way they kind of build up to that with them walking on top of the teller desks and whatnot, it's incredible. I just really liked that he made this kind of a nice and very needed story about resistance. And what I like about it is that it's unafraid to talk about the pitfalls of that as well. I think you brought it up earlier. Like, this is a movie that inspires hope while also pointing the ridiculous finger at every angle of this whole spectrum. I'm not a Thomas Pynchon person, but this is apparently based on another Pynchon novel, more or less. Like, it's loosely based on it. But like, I just love that this movie gets so fucking ridiculous to the point where the white supremacist group that he's trying to join is called the Christmas Adventure Club. When that line popped up in the movie, me and Bueno fucking lost it. Like, it sounded like something that came out of something like Punch Drunk Love, like a wacky idea of like, if I eat a bunch of pudding cups, I'll get an airline ticket, you know?
It's still my favorite Paul Thomas Anderson movie, but
I know why.
This is a close second.
Yeah, and I also loved this this use. I like at the very end. I love the juxtaposition of the next generation is saying, "I'm going to go out there and keep fighting," and while the generation before is going to learn how to use a smartphone.
Yeah.
And to play to American Girl, like, I was like, this is fucking great. I do wish I had gotten to see it on an IMAX or the big show, because that final chase sequence, very Hitchcockian in visual style and intention.
Yeah,
very fantastic.
It's awesome because I saw it on the big show.
Yeah,
and it's only formatted for a few scenes, and in that particular scene, I didn't realize I was so immersed in it until. I don't know if this happened to you when they do that. I started looking like, oh, this fills the whole screen now.
Yeah.
Where before, it's obviously whatever aspect ratio it was before.
Yeah.
I think it's 1:8:5. But I go, oh my gosh. It's everywhere.
The sad part is, like, I didn't get to see it in that format, but I did get a sense of what he was trying to do, because when we were I was at TCM Fest last year, and before a screening of We're No Angels in this division where they do the horizontal projection, they showed the trailer for One Battle After Another in this division, and I got a sense of like, oh, this is the kind of movie we're going to be in for.
Sweet.
So like, if that ends up happening again in the LA area, I'm fucking flying out because I got to see it. Nice. But yeah, very great movie, fantastic.
Brad,
Hail Santa.
Number 2.
Sorry, Arrow movies are 50% off at Barnes & Noble right now.
Shit.
So
what? Shit.
Yep,
I'm going.
Oh, I guess I did know that. I got Miss 45.
Oh God.
No lead in, I guess.
Oh. Go ahead.
Yeah, mine number 2 will not be much of a surprise to anyone, considering the director.
At this moment, rescue workers are laboring to recover and identify the remains of Zsa Korda, international businessman, maverick in the fields of armaments and aviation, among the richest men in Europe. This was Korda's 6th recorded airplane crash. He is survived by 10 children, 9 boys, 1 nun, his daughter Liesel.
I've appointed you sole heir to my estate, which you may come into sooner rather than later.
Why? It's been 6 years since our last meeting.
I have my reasons.
Which are what?
My reasons? I'm not saying. I'm saying I'm not saying. Korda Land and Sea Phoenician Infrastructure Scheme, my most important project of my lifetime.
Our objective, disrupting, obstructing, impeding, crippling Korda's enterprise in any manner possible.
Get the hand grenades. Today, tonight, and tomorrow, we rendezvous with every Titan and pretend we agree what we already agreed. But in fact, we don't. We can't. Call it. Heads. Heads.
Is this supposed to be here? It was under the lunch trolley.
Oh dear, who shot you?
Kara's from out of town. Help yourself to a hand grenade.
You're very kind.
Could you imagine falling in love with a man like me, by the way, hypothetically?
You're drunk on 3 beers.
Why are you shooting my ceiling?
This is a robbery on behalf of...
I understand that. I'm asking about my ceiling. You idiots are destroying a magnificent nightclub.
One thing you'll never know because you can't. The truth. I suppose I'm moved by this absurd performance.
I recognize this assassin.
Come now.
Suicide pedal.
Where's for father? Take this miserable sin into the comfortable bed.
So yeah, my number 2 is the Phoenician Scheme. Not surprising. It's just, the question is, where is it going to end up? I put it number 2, even though it's probably Wes Anderson derivative of Wes Anderson. There's nothing new really going on here. It's kind of like him on autopilot doing everything you love about his movies. Because, it's kind of like The Life Aquatic, where it's a father reconnecting with his son. This is a father reconnecting with his daughter. And they're going on this adventure, trying to perpetrate this business scheme. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's really funny to me. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it on the original review of this. The same thing is, it just feels too Wes Anderson-y for me, and I feel like I've seen it before. And it's not that it's a bad movie; it's good. It looks cool. I don't know. It just didn't connect with me like his other films.
Yeah, like you watch him grow as a filmmaker from like Bottle Rocket to the Darjeeling Limited, and then Moonrise Kingdom. I think from then on he gets to like in a very specific mode of filmmaking. That's and really after Grand Budapest, like all the movies have a very sameness to them now. So I'm kind of like, what's next for Wes? Like, how is he going to elevate his own work instead of just making kind of clones of a lot of stuff?
I will say that this film was close to making my list a couple times because it's the first time since Grand Budapest Hotel where I felt the emotional core, and that it wasn't so intertwined in just the visual acumen and the specific intricate production design that he's known for. Like the story between the father and the daughter is quite brilliant, and it's the first time I've seen like that kind of a father figure from him in quite a while, since something like Royal Tenenbaums, where he gets to play around with, pretty shitty dad on one last quest to reconnect with his family. But I was telling you during the trailer, for folks listening, this is the movie that Orson Welles wanted to make with Mr. Arkadin, but people wouldn't leave him the fuck alone. So it was kind of beautiful watching that. So I think it's fantastic. I get that it's a clone of a clone at this point, but hey, that's what I go for, Wes, at this point.
Yeah. Still great. It's my number 2.
My number 2 is the second time this character has been on my list.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe, where everything is trying to kill you.
I need a hand.
You're here to prove yourself. Hunting something that can't be killed. Be alone in this hunt.
Number 2 for me is Predator Badlands. I love this movie. I love the character of Predator, and they made a film where he's the protagonist, and they really dive into Predator culture, and it's also really funny, surprisingly. It turns into kind of a buddy film and a road trip movie. And yeah, I mean, the effects are really great. The Predators look really cool in it. They have a really cool little world. That part where that elephant thing's running through the field, the glass, the grass and its actual glass, and it cuts you, so you can't just walk through it. You have to have tough skin. And then they also bring in the synths from the Alien franchise, and they have a really cool battle at the end of how they get there and where it builds. And there is a twist in it that I didn't see coming, that I won't spoil it, because I think Brad and I don't have seen that film. But it doesn't go the way you think it's going to go. And just having the Predator being a protagonist again is a really cool idea. And I mean, they spent time to give them their own language that they speak in. Yeah, it's
Did
just
they
really
have
fun.
that from the other movies?
I think it's from the back in the 90s when there was getting into the comics and the video games.
Yeah,
that's
so
where
this
it
was
came
the first
from.
movie that actually used their actual race name or species, I guess. Made it canon. And yeah, I mean, there's a little bit, but I mean, there's a whole opening is probably 20 minutes long where they're literally just speaking Predator language. So yeah, if you want to see a different sci-fi movie and a movie where it's just monsters really fighting each other, it's the one to see. Predator Badlands.
It sounds cool.
It is really cool. I'm telling you. Corinne, your number one movie of 2025. We made it.
Yeah, so I remember I think it was maybe Ryan who talks about the movie that you saw most in the theater or most, in general for the year. And yeah, I was putting my list together and I felt like, any of my top 3 or even top 4 probably could have been number 1, but I was like, all right, I'll give this one the edge because it was, without a doubt, the movie I saw most this year.
It's time. The world will know you as pop stars. But you will be much more than that. You will be hunters.
Hey, this is the men's bathhouse. Get out of here.
They're stealing the souls of our fans? Let's send those disgusting demons back to the depths where they belong! Let's get battle ready.
I can destroy the hunters for good. It's time for a new strategy.
You're all I can think of. Every drop I drink up. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
The demon boy band? They're coming after the fans.
You're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
The Sasha Boy! Let's go get these guys. You think we're just gonna let you steal our fans? You're gonna have to fight us for them.
Yeah, this plane's trashed. Everything is at stake.
It's a takeout. So sweet, so easy on the eyes, but hideous on the inside. Whole life spinning lies, but you can't hide, baby. Nice try.
So yeah, my number 1 is K-pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, I'm sure you guys heard about it a lot this summer, as did I, and I was like, this movie was not on my radar at all. When I heard about it, I thought it was a show. And it's like, oh, there's a new animated show on Netflix called K-pop Demon Hunters, and it's kind of like, oh, I guess it was in the style of an anime or whatever. And I'm like, meh, whatever, maybe I'll check it out. But then everyone kept talking about it and how good it was. And I think I actually found a YouTuber who was breaking down the music behind it and the lyrics and the songwriting and the different how the songwriting is so good and why it sounds like actual K-pop music. And I'm like, okay, I actually have to check this out. And I went in knowing pretty much the entire film ahead of time because everyone was spoiling it online, but I still had a ton of fun with it. And that whole first sequence, the opening song number where they're fighting the demons on the plane while they're singing, how it's done, and then like they get to the end of the number where they're in the stadium and everything, and then it cuts to that shot of like the demons underneath the Honmun and the title drops.
Yeah.
And I was like, I am on board. Like, not since Lion King have I seen a title drop that literally gave me chills. And then yeah, I was totally on board, and like the music is great, the animation is great, just everything about this movie is so well done. The plot and some of the writing's like a little thin, but I forgive it for how good everything else about it is. And it's like, this was a movie that I got done with it and I was like, I want a sequel, I want a prequel, I want a franchise around this movie because it was just so much fun. And I introduced like 3 different friends to this movie after I saw it. You know, I convinced my roommate to watch it with me. She loved it. The 2 of us then got a different friend to watch it with us. She also loved it. And then my friend Julie, who has a daughter who just started kindergarten this year, she had been listening to all the songs in school. And so Julie's like, oh, should I let her watch this movie? I'm like, yeah, you should probably watch it first just to double check. And so then their family all watched the movie too. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun this year just getting people to watch K-pop Demon Hunters with me. And I listened to the soundtrack so much because the songs are really good. Like, my least favorite on the soundtrack is Soda Pop, and even I think it's good. So, and I'm a Free person. I love the song Free, and I think it's underrated and people should give it a better shake than they do.
Oh, totally. When I hear Free, I just want to run outside and be free.
You don't even know what we're talking about, Ryan.
See, Mr. Ryan here is being facetious, but Corinne, I can back up your testimony on the power of this movie because it's really fucking.
It sounds really auto-tuney to me. I'm not a fan of that.
No, I know diddly squat about K-pop. This movie is just really well animated and a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know anything about K-pop either, and I had a blast with the movie.
It's alright, it's just K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the K stand for?
Korean.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
I thought it was
in Korea, South Korea.
Crap.
No, what? No. Oh yeah, and Zach.
I'm Mortal Kombating it.
We were talking about during the trailer how we both went to the sing-along version, not like together, but each of us separately went to the sing-along version that they did later in the year, like once it had really caught on and become like this phenomenon. And
we saw it in the big show, and it was even better in the big show because the songs were just nice on a really great sound system.
Yeah, I think I might have said it in the Showtime, but I was actually kind of surprised my theater wasn't more into it because there were a ton of like parents and kids there, and I expected like it was going to get really loud and raucous, and I kind of wanted that for once. And no, my theater was kind of subdued and wasn't really singing along. I'm like, what's the point of a sing-along showing?
When did that sing-along come out? Because I was trying to think of what movie I was at.
I know
they did one around Halloween.
August or September.
Because I remember leaving a movie and there was just a bunch of kids in pink and blues, and I go, what the fuck is going on? There's some sing-along movie party at Alamo.
And they all just stared at you like it was Village of the Damned.
And I said, if you want to see a real demon, you guys should see Evil Dead. None of this bullshit K-pop shit.
No.
And that's when you were asked kindly to leave the theater.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to go to Westminster Alamo anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, it plays into
those parents were right to smack you.
It plays into a lot of tropes that I really enjoy. You know, the girl power, the very tight like team of demon hunters, and how like their friendship, like the power of friendship like overcomes all evil at the end, and like the romance with the demons.
Spoilers.
Yeah. So, and
Brad, we don't need to watch it now because we know the power of friendship beats the demons. Why can't just like a samurai sword beat them?
They also do use a sword too, so it's like the power of friendship with a sword.
It's a sword of friendship.
This is a sword of friendship.
No, that's kind of literally what happens.
So when they hit him, the demons go, "Oh, yay! I can wait!" I want to see it like Ninja Scroll. You chop the head off, and then just a geyser of blood shoots up.
Well then, Ryan, why don't you walk on down to Netflix headquarters?
I will.
You talk to Ted Sarandos and you say to him,
I'd be like, hey, Sarandos, your business model sucks. You need more violence in this.
and just like Gus Van Sant and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, he's just counting money and say, can't hear you, I'll have to talk louder.
Where's the part where the Japanese warlord rails the chick?
Totally. Where's the super gay dude who uses twine to kill people? That's what I want to know. Hey, Corinne, you should see Ninja Scroll.
You say that every single film.
Hey, everybody told you to see Sinners and they were correct.
Yeah.
Oh, golly.
I've still never seen Ninja Scroll either, so I have no idea.
It's awesome.
Okay.
So, yeah, my number one, K-pop Demon Hunters. If you haven't seen it, please go see it.
I'm
It's
glad that
awesome.
review is over. I don't know. I'm just trying to gaslight now. Zach, number one.
All right, y'all have been talking about the greatest animated films of the fucking year, but you're all fucking wrong.
No,
My number one is objectively the best animated film of the year and perhaps all time. And here it is.
Are we talking about? This is your favorite film?
Yes, precisely.
For generations, you laughed with them. You cried with them and watched them grow. In 2025, they're coming to the big screen like never before.
Daffy. Oh, sorry.
I barely even know you.
What? Here's the script. Catch up on your own time. We have to act fast, and there's only one person that can do the job. Daffy Duck. Me? Daffy?
The duck?
Who's there? Get it off me! Get it off me! Oh, is it over?
Yeah, my number one is The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. For context to the listening audience, a fucking idiot named David.
Whoa, dude, I'm still here. Oh,
named David. No. You're a different kind of fucking idiot.
Okay, gotcha.
A fucking idiot by the name of David. Won't say his last name. You don't want to.
Well, he's not that dumb. He's going to be a huge billionaire now.
Okay, let me rephrase this. A culturally dumb
there we go.
Motherfucker decided that this wasn't worth theatrical space with his company, but a brave distributor called Ketchup Entertainment picked this up and put it out into theaters where the Looney Tunes started all those years ago, and finally, after so many fucking iterations of them trying to get something right for a theatrical movie with the Looney Tunes, Pete Brownguard and his team made it happen. This is by far the best Looney Tunes movie that has ever existed, period. It's not shade to people who enjoy Space Jam, like whatever gets people into the
Space
characters.
Jam's not that great.
No, I agree. And if we're talking about, like, if this movie had never come out, Looney Tunes Back in Action would still be the best Looney Tunes movie we have. But I love that this film exists. It brings back the manic and at times anarchic spirit of those early Looney Tunes shorts that I grew up with and like adored. Like, I felt about those characters the way a lot of people feel about Disney characters, and they all get a bunch of remakes, but nobody was making movies for me, right? You understand? But something that's amazing about this film is not just how brilliant it is with its humor without stepping it. Like, it doesn't go into PG-13 territory. It's funny for the widest audience possible, which is what the Looney Tunes are supposed to be. Mm-hmm. They're supposed to be funny for everyone. What's even more incredible is they pulled off something fucking impossible that you and I have talked about, Ryan, which is they did a Pixar level story turn for Daffy Duck, mm-hmm. and they make the very concept of Looney Tunes as a name become an emotional crutch or a crux of the movie. And I've never cried during Looney Tunes before, so that was a fucking first. And I thought, well, if that can do that, it must be the best film of the year. This is a film that unfortunately did not get the distribution it deserved. I had to see this at Regal twice because I wanted to see it as many times as I could before it left. And shame on Alamo Drafthouse for not booking this movie. Like, absolute shame on them. Yeah, I had to go to. I don't like Regal, and I didn't appreciate having to watch 20 more minutes of advertisements that I didn't deserve. That I didn't deserve that.
I saw it at Harkins, and there was no advertisements before it. It was awesome.
That lesson learned. Then I should have done it. But I mean, I really loved this movie, and it is one of those things that disproves that there was never an audience for this. The limited marketing that they did on this movie still managed to pull out a good chunk of millions of dollars, considering the fact that it wasn't working with a Warner Brothers budget. This movie cost way less than other movies that they put out this year, and would have made its money back easily. So the fact that this company has decided to shit the bed with its CEO, making stupid and irresponsible decisions with its content, it's no wonder that they have to put it up for sale. Like, I'm not fucking surprised. But I am glad that somebody found value in getting it up on the big screen, because I didn't want this film to just be lost like Batgirl did, or Scooby-Doo, the Scoob movie sequel, whatever the heck. I don't think you should be burying a movie for a tax write-off.
No.
And I'm so glad that this and Coyote versus Acme are going to get the attention that it deserves. But beyond all the protest reasons of liking this movie, this is a movie I really enjoyed. Like, it meant so much to me to see characters that I worshipped as a child being treated the way they deserve, without any attempt to market to a current generation. It was just what it was. A very fucking funny movie. So that's all it needed to be. And I took friends to see it like blind. I had no idea if the movie would be any good. But I'm like, this is my birthday thing where you come on down and watch it with us. And they ended up loving it just as much as I did. My girlfriend loves this movie. She thought it was funny. It was just kind of a miracle for me. So this was always going to be the number one film. The moment I saw it, I'm like, this is a miracle. So it's going to be number one. Also, rest in power, Farmer Jim. Rest in power. That is one weird duck.
Good stuff. Well, we don't need no Brads, because I'm guessing, the whole fucking theme of this Filmsplosion.
Your number one is also the day the Earth blew up?
My number one's the worst kept secret of the year. It's obviously Tron Ares, and you're like, why would it be Tron Ares? I hadn't gone to a 3D movie in a while, and I love Tron Legacy, but the fact that they released this in October was very telling. I was like, it's like kind of a dumping ground, so they clearly don't have enough confidence in it. And so I was like, well, I'm going to go watch it. I'm going to make sure that if it does suck, I'm going to watch it in the best possible
sucking it can be.
Yeah. So 4DX, 3D, and the minute Ares is generated, I was sucked in. The soundtrack's amazing. The visuals are incredible. The story isn't anything special, but I could see it as being the first part of a larger story, which unfortunately we won't get to see. I could see where it was going, but yeah, just this iteration, I'm looking for an experience in the theater, and this is what gave that to me.
Isn't it unusual how influential and how loved Tron is? Especially the Legacy.
But, yeah.
But it's never caught on commercially. But everybody knows what it is. You could put that cycle up there, and everyone's like, oh, that's Tron. Yeah. It's unusual to me.
I feel guilty because I didn't go to see this in a theater either, but I always kept wondering, why didn't people give a shit about these things?
Yeah,
and then I ended up being part of the problem.
Yeah, I know the Jared Leto part definitely turned off a bunch of people, so that was a very baffling decision. But when you find out that Disney probably wasn't looking to even make this movie until he said, I'm a fan, I want to be a producer on it, I'll fund a bunch of it. So it's okay, that makes sense, that's why he's in it. But still, kind of leaving a lot of legacy people out of it is also kind of a bad move, because when Legacy came out, it did business, but it wasn't regarded very well either. But the kids that saw it then have grown up, and they've been waiting for that sequel. So them coming back and saying where's the characters that I grew up with.
Like, yeah, where's Cora?
Like, you're still honoring the guy from 40 years ago in the first movie.
And
but
isn't Cillian Murphy supposed
when
to...
he goes into that grid. Oh, so awesome.
Seeing the actual 80s grid, like, I didn't really think about it in Legacy that much, of being like, okay, they just updated it, but they could have made it exactly. And so seeing it again, like, as it was back then, was
cool.
such a nerd fanboy moment.
Yep.
Wow.
And again, like, why didn't that catch on either?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because, like, at least I can't speak for the original Tron, but the Legacy was sold a lot on the visuals and the music. And so many movies, that's all they're about these days, is just the visual spectacle, the blockbusters especially.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe people are just over it. Like, they're like, we're, you know, especially by October, it's like you did all the summer blockbusters, and then it's like Tron, it's like, man, if you don't have a big attachment to the franchise, then yeah, it's like, oh, it's just another pretty movie with dazzling lights and a cool soundtrack. Like, okay, I'll just listen to the soundtrack at home. I won't go to the movie.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like there's so many great pieces in it. It's just like there's something about it that just doesn't catch on. I remember being in like San Diego Comic-Con, and they were doing the Race to Witch Mountain thing, and then they like, surprise, stick around, don't go anywhere because we're going to show you this trailer, which ended up being Tron Legacy. It's funny to watch on the special features of the new Steelbook of that trailer's in there, and how it doesn't look a lot like what ended up being the movie, but we were like blown away by it when it came out. So
Is that the one where Patton Oswalt came out and moderated that shit?
I don't think so.
I might be thinking of another year.
Yeah.
Anyway, though. Yeah.
So, but yeah, like, again, it's the spectacle. Like, I just been waiting for a movie. You know, the summer felt light for spectacle. Like, you had Superman, and I can't really remember what else. Fantastic Four. All kind of like moderate hits, not like thunderbolts. Nothing really popped off. And then, you know, getting our October seemed like a really good runway because there was like nothing coming out.
Oh, Jurassic World Rebirth was also in the summer.
Yeah.
That was also supposed to be this, all the dinosaurs and stuff too.
Yeah, it did really well. But again, like, it wasn't that different from anything that came before it. But yeah, October had this clear runway of like there's no spectacle except for Tron, and still managed to fumble the ball. So
yeah,
I don't know, but I loved it. It's my favorite thing of the year. So in a pretty light year.
Sorry to sweep you so early.
Yeah, it was gonna happen.
At least it was on your list.
At least it was on your list, and yeah,
it's cool.
You enjoyed it.
Well, I actually, my number one is a film I just kept liking more and more the more I watched it.
The day the Earth blew up.
Yes. No.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Fuck Ryan.
That's why I'm actually surprised this ended up as number one on my list. I mean, I really enjoyed it the first time I saw it. But as I've watched it more and I realize that it's really what it's really about, made me fall in love with it.
Yeah, when I saw your list, I was like, I could not have predicted that at all.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like, it makes sense, but also like there's all the movie choices. Yeah,
agreed.
Elena, being a hero, there is no higher calling. Your sister understood something about that.
I should have come back for you.
No. That's just a fairy tale. I was in high school when the Avengers came. Kind of strange that it's all over now. No one's coming to save the day.
I think we are. We can be the ones that are coming.
But you have the wrong people. We have all done bad things.
Look, I've been where you are. The past doesn't go away. So you can either live with it forever, or you can do something about it. I am a void. Look what you unleashed. You can't outrun the emptiness.
We can't do this. No one here is a hero.
We all have things that we regret.
But I have so many.
Lena, when I look at you, I don't see your mistakes. That's why we need each other.
We can't stop him alone. No one can. But we can find a way. together.
Marvel Studios Thunderbolts.
Yeah, my number one movie from last year, or this year, yeah, I guess still last year now, is Thunderbolts.
Excuse me, it's the new Avengers?
It is. Thunderbolts, asterisk, the new Avengers. I was not expecting how emotionally weighty this movie was. You're dealing with people that are so damaged, and someone like Bob, who's the Sentry, who is an addict, who is depressed, and he has this. Now he's given this power, and now his power, the Void, is the embodiment of depression, and he can send people to the darkest places of their subconscious. And Florence Pugh, oh my, I fall in love with her in this movie. She is probably the MVP, I think, of this phase of Marvel, that she doesn't get as much props as she should. But I think people are slowly coming around. That scene in the trailer that was very brief where the Red Guardian, who's her father, is talking to her, and she just tears everybody down. And then her dad catches up to her, and she just says, I'm tired of, why I live this way. And her, her guilt of being in the Red Room and killing an innocent girl. And then throughout, her sister dying, and the weight of the world and on all these. And John Walker, how he treats his wife, and the PTSD from trying to be Captain America.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. And it's brutal. And it's so well done, and it deserves way more props than people have given it credit for. I think just like Fantastic Four, I actually think this year of Marvel movies, except for Captain America, I think will actually age really well. And I love Thunderbolts. I love, and I mean, I'll always watch a movie with Julia Louis-Dreyfus in it just because I love her too. But yeah, this is just chef kisses to me. I love the spectacle. I love that it's grounded. There's not that many action scenes in it.
No.
It's all about trying to be a better person when you're not a good person.
I also love that Red Guardian is basically trying really hard to be a soccer dad.
Yeah.
Just like, I've got the van.
And I still think that it's one of the best tag scenes ever, which it might be in Doomsday. But when he changes, instead of the Avengers, because they're getting shit from Sam Wilson, it's the Avengers with the Z.
Yeah.
And he's wearing basically a tracksuit with all their sponsors on it. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I like the revelation of Bob's powers, like how he keeps touching people, like shaking their hand or something, and like that's when they flash back to like their worst memory.
Yeah.
I also really like that scene where they're climbing up the elevator together.
Yep. It's just, you strip it down, and what Marvel will always have over DC, and I'll say this till I'm blue in the face, is their characters are so much more relatable. And that's why I think Superman was so successful this year, because you strip away Superman's powers, and you have his interactions with Lois, and it makes him more relatable.
None of you have ever been a Playboy billionaire whose parents were murdered?
Oh, well, I mean, that's...
Well, that was a long time ago, Brad.
In this lifetime.
I can't relate to that anymore.
And none of you are from an alien planet?
No.
Well,
No
hold on. I might be.
Were any of you sculpted by a god and then lived with a bunch of women for like thousands of years?
Look at me. The answer's no.
I mean, I lived with a bunch of women. Does that count?
Close. Yeah.
And we called it Themyscira.
It was really just our house.
Yeah. Thanks for everybody who's here.
Nice.
I didn't get any emails, but I did get a lot of comments on our Facebook page.
Sweet.
Adam Santino, who we met this last year at Comic-Con, wrote a book called Earning My Ears, his going through the Disney University. It's a great book. You should pick it up. And you should listen to our interview. Our interview is Chef's Kisses too. I usually don't toot my own horn, but sometimes I do give really good interviews. He said the Phoenician scheme. It was released this year. He really liked that one, but he couldn't remember if it came out this year. So it did. So good news.
Don't worry, it's been a long year. We don't remember anything anymore.
A guy named James Music also hit up. He said The Monkey is my number one movie of the year.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't on your list.
I did love the monkey. I really did. I mean, I have the popcorn bucket up there, which is one of the coolest popcorn buckets ever.
He just tapped it.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
The monkey is a lot of fun.
And he said, my number 2, easily, The Day the Earth Blew Up. Just being able to see hand-drawn animation on the big screen was a treat.
Yep, that's right. And you 3 had your fucking chance to put the thing on your list.
I knew you were putting this, and I gave you that to just enjoy it. And I wanted to fuck over
That
Brad,
is the
I
best
guess.
Christmas gift I've ever received.
And then a woman named Emily sent K-Pop Demon Hunters was her favorite movie of the year.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I don't know what she's talking about, but sounds good.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna flip around 180.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't see it, considering it's by the Sony Animation, the people who did Spider-Verse.
He also didn't see the Smurfs movie that I was forced to watch. So
it's also done by Sony Animation.
Oh, by the way, I lied, guys. That's my favorite movie of the year.
But at least K-Pop Demon Hunters is in an art style that's closer to Spider-Verse.
Yeah, just because it looks like Spider-Man doesn't mean it is Spider-Man.
No, it's not. It's K-Pop Demon Hunter. It doesn't need to be Spider-Man.
Wise.
And
Very
the last
wise.
thing I got was from my cousin Weston, and he says, no particular order. When I put out the things, I don't make people put them in orders or have a number, because that's, anyways, he put Sinners, Weapons, One Battle After Another, Begonia, F1, Mickey 17, The Brutalist.
Yeah,
There
told you.
go. He said he saw it in January, so it counts.
Yep.
And he also saw Honora in January, so he says that counts too.
Nice.
Sure, yeah.
So he's pulling the Brad.
I like the little shout out to Mickey 17. That was a fun film.
Yeah.
Really like it.
We didn't get an email from Carol?
No, I didn't get one this time. And she didn't text me, so I mean, it's the holidays and her family now is kind of spread out, so I'm guessing she's probably spread out. But if she wants to send, I'll send her a text message. I'll always read them.
Carol, please.
Yeah.
Let us know you're okay.
I think the last email she said she didn't get around to seeing a lot of movies.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's probably
Yeah. She's busy being retired and being a grandmother, so good for her.
Yep.
So thanks everybody for joining us on Filmsplosion 2025. Next week, our film of the week, I was going to do We Bury the Dead, but I think there's a movie coming out this week that I want to see too. And Brad, so that was was that your last mystery movie? Was We Bury the Dead? Made me super jealous because I really want to see that movie.
maybe second to last.
I think that's something that...
There's one that's coming up. It advertised that it's in IMAX, so I'm like, holy shit, what mystery movie is this? Like that big.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
They're re-releasing Tron Ares.
Oh, that'd be sick. I didn't get to see it in IMAX. I only saw it in 3D and 4DX.
Wait a minute, Ryan. Is it that they're putting out The Day the Earth Blew Up in IMAX 40X?
You can see the drawing lines.
Primate is the big movie this week.
Fuck.
Or Darkman.
Get the fucking pig elephant.
Oh yeah, Regal's doing a month of like
Sam Raimi
origin stuff.
Yeah, no, Alamo is, not Regal.
Alamo's doing the Raimi stuff.
Yeah.
Regal's doing, I think Darkman's in their thing too.
Yeah.
It's like, I saw Batman Begins and like Spider-Man was the day before. Wizard of Oz is in there. It's
Okay.
like origin story movies.
Cool.
If anything, it would be Wicked Part 1, but
Well,
whatever.
Well, 1939 Wizard of Oz is the deepest origin.
All right, before we get out of here, what movie are you looking forward to most next year?
Oh gosh, I guess Doomsday, just to get this over with and see like where this, where this cinematic universe is going after 2 years of wondering.
Can I make an announcement here, by the way?
Yes.
Ryan Frost will return in Avengers Doomsday.
I will definitely be there.
Along with Joseph Tura, Rick Blaine, and for some reason, the Brighton Strangler.
John Walker will return.
I will give a shout out to like Marty Supreme, Secret Mall Apartment, Splitsville, Hamnet, The Luckiest Man in America. Like all movies that like I was struggling to
You know which
figure
one
out.
shockingly almost made my list? The Housemaid.
Yeah,
It's really
I was
good.
surprised. Like I
It was
didn't think I'd like that as much as I
really
did.
good.
Can I give a shout out to two films that I really did enjoy? Both Stephen King adaptations, The Long Walk and Life of Chuck. I really liked Life of Chuck. I really don't understand why people didn't end up going because it's pretty darn delightful.
Sounds long. That's probably why.
It wasn't as long as that. Also, weirdly, it says thanks for a great 39 years as part of it, and I'm like, if that's a Jack Benny reference, now I've got to hunt Stephen King down to find out if that's the case.
It's a 39 Steps reference.
Yeah, but also that would be just as cool. The Long Walk, though, did not think that Francis Lawrence would make a film that would just blow my hair back and make me emotionally devastated. The fucking great film.
Emotional damage.
Yep, and also Mark Hamill. I'm just saying, best supporting actor.
Did a lot of work this year.
Yeah,
SpongeBob movie.
Yeah, he was in SpongeBob.
Life of Chuck. He's really good in Life of Chuck.
Yeah, Long Walk. Yeah.
And also The Running Man, because Edgar Wright made a fun movie.
I thought I was contemplating putting the Thursday Murder Club on my list, but as for 2026, I'm psyched for The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Nice.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I'll just give a quick shout out since we're doing it. I loved How to Train Your Dragon. I thought it was really fun. Weapons almost made my list. The Long Walk. The Black Phone 2 I really liked. The American Revolution documentary.
Yeah, that's
I almost cheated and put it on my list because it's brilliant.
I flirted with it for a minute. It's really good, though. People should watch it.
And for just me personally, they did an Elway documentary on Netflix, and it just had so many memories.
That was at the Denver Film Festival.
I know.
And just watching, I go, oh, man. But they also had this really great human moment in it where he talks about he's so focused on being this world-class quarterback that his family life suffered and that his kids are really honest in the documentary. So it's kind of refreshing to see. I mean, they obviously understood why he was so obsessed with being a professional athlete. But he talks about, I missed these stuff with my kids and that's my one regret. And so the end of it's really cute because he's spending time with his grandkids and stuff, and he seems like he's really happy. So that's good. Yeah.
Also 2026, looking forward to Send Help.
Yes.
Which is coming right around the corner.
Yeah, so I think that's next week. Or not next week, the following, the 16th.
Yeah, looks like fun.
Yeah, Sam Raimi.
I'm trying to think of...
There's this little movie coming out. I don't know if you guys ever heard about this character. His name's P.D. Parker. He'll be in a new movie this year.
Is he somebody that J.K. Simmons wants many pictures of?
Yeah.
I gotta say at this point, I think I'm most excited for. I'm curious about what the hell Doomsday is going to be. But Send Help looks like a lot of fun. And I guess Supergirl, to be honest, like Supergirl's probably the one I'm most interested in because I'm like, I know diddly squat about Supergirl, except she's a cousin to Superman.
Yeah, and
she sees the truth, and he sees the good in people. So
okay. Yeah, the trailer did a good job of telling me that. But also, Craig Gillespie is really fucking good.
Hell yeah.
And like Cruella shouldn't have been a good movie, and it was a good fucking movie.
I can't believe how great Cruella is.
Yeah.
I honestly cannot believe it.
Yeah.
So did I, Tanya, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's why. But yeah,
and Clayface. I love that villain. I think he's such a cool villain.
Also, shout out by the way to the Toxic Avenger remake, which finally came out after all these years and was a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah. I think you'd like that one, Corinne.
Oh my god. I will give you actively $100 if you end up seeing it.
I'd watch it.
Not for you.
Well, I know. I said you offered me $100 to watch a movie. I'd watch it.
Okay, fine. The Hateful Eight.
Okay.
By Friday.
Not done.
You didn't see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I gave it to him 10 years ago. As of this year.
Did you give it to me 10 years ago?
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, like you lent it to him?
No.
Oh.
It's like a gift.
I bought it for him for Christmas.
Because I said, I haven't seen it in theaters. And Zach, being the good fella he is, he says, you know what? There you go, buddy. You can watch. I said, thanks. Wing.
You know what's going to happen? Somebody's going to invite me to your house, dilapidated, and I'm going to be like Gloria Stewart, and I'm going to be like, it's been 84 years since I gave him the Blu-ray.
Ryan's like laying in his coffin. He's just like, there's still a chance.
It's just stuck in my dead hands.
Excuse me, Laura, do you mind if I just put these like electrodes over to his fucking neck and zap him once? He has to watch this before he's allowed to go in the ground.
So thanks for joining us on this year. We'll be back next year. And who knows, you might see us at Denver Fan Expo.
Sweet!
It's in May this year, right?
It is.
Oh my god. We haven't started any planning.
No, we haven't done anything.
Oh,
but hey,
boy.
we work best under pressure. Said no one ever.
Oh wait, I just got another update, guys. Real nerds will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Yes, we will.
We got some Filmsplosions to do.
Yep.
So there's that coming.
I'm excited for 2016's Reduck.
I never did one, so I'm excited.
Cool.
Yeah. Nice Guys is still number 7, but whatever.
This guy.
This guy.
See you next year at the movies. Bye.
Bye.
Keep it real, nerds.
Boo.
Chosen. I'm telling you all, it's a Filmsplosion! Filmsplosion!
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. Twitter and Instagram at Real Nerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bolognium for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it.